missed you. Hopefully I sound okay and I don't sound so, croaked. So old. Did you miss your foxy lady? Did you miss me? I missed you guys. I found that little meme. It's been going around in my head. Oops. Oh no. Oh no. I gotta stretch the screen. Whoop! Is it? Oh. My body's cut in half. Oh my gosh. You missed me. Did you miss me? I missed you guys. Hello, America. I'm gonna play the meme for you guys. I think that's a good way to start stream. I'm back from hiatus. I come to live rent-free in your minds forever. And also on the internet. Let's see if it plays. Hopefully no copyright. No, please. America. That's so cute! Which anime is it from? That's so cute. They all look alike. Do you hear that, guys? You all favor each other. You have no distinctive qualities at all. And you're all brunette little anime chicks with pigtails. And you have little bodies. That's adorable. They're tiny! Can you imagine if in reverse, you guys are my little goons? And I'm like this giantess. Is that a fetish? It could be. Where people like giant things. I think there's an anime about a giant woman and the guy falls in love with her. I kept questioning throughout the whole series, who makes her clothes? Who's the cobbler that makes her shoes? Hello, we're gonna do a sound off. I'm reading everybody's name, starting from the beginning. 𝑠𝑎𝑦𝑔𝐵, Nature Green. We have the mommy. Feed me, mommy. And then we have Muertos. We have Cadence. And we have Husky Hito. Did I miss anybody? Garslade! Garslade! Mommy says Giantess is in fact a fat-ash. Isn't that why they had like the cool, they called it the traveling theme park, and there were women with beards and the fish lady with fins. Then you had like the super muscular dude who would pick up like strong heavy lifting machinery or dumbbells. You know what I mean? The bearded lady! Or the giantess, and it just was a big woman. You know, they fed... Oh, Constance from the movie called Monsters House. It was an animated film for children. But my goodness, it was so horrible how she died. She got covered in cement. There were kids egging the house because it was under construction. And so they were building the cemented foundation of the home, like the basement. And she, yeah, that's how she died. She accidentally fell into the hole and clicked on the machine for the cement. Scary. And the old man was called Nevercracker. But he fell in love with Constance because she was they called them the Freaks, the traveling show. It's kind of, at this point, it's iconic. Yeah, the Freak Show! Come check it out! Come check out your freaks! We got all the sizes! Plenty of sizes! So he fell in love with Constance because she was the big, voluptuous woman. He had a thing for big gals! And so she had, like, PTSD, Constance. From being bullied and made fun of. Yeah, I think Mr. Nevercracker was an army dude. I thought the love story was adorable up until she died. I kept asking myself, like, damn, you really feed this woman. You know? Maybe she just naturally was, like, you know, like, just husky. But I kept asking myself, like, who in the world fed you so much? But she was kind of tall already. She was a tall gal. So you go ahead, pets. Hello, buddy. Your name is quite interesting. Mr. Banana! Hello, Mr. Banana. Mr. Banana Vin, are you talking about Seven Deadly Sins anime? Oh my god, they do have a giant woman. Technically, right? They're not teenagers. Don't you find that hard? You can't tell their ages because they're all youthful? Because anime is that you eternally stay young. I mean, look at Pokemon. Ash Ketchum has not aged a day. I'm waiting for him to have, like, the gray hair and wrinkles. I'm still waiting for that. See you. I am starved for your love and attention, guys. Love me, please. Okay, so now that we've had our little hello America moment, I missed so much. So much chaos happened online, and I missed all of it. Even with Mujin, they had Niji Sanji covered. Oh yeah, I was trying to figure out where the hello America. Okay. What? No. No! What happened to my recommended before? Oh yeah, this happened. My gosh. The termination of a Niji Sanji member. It's all viral. How could you guys not tell me on Discord? You should have notified me. Hey, Sprinkles, go check this out. We'll have to watch it. Yeah. Mujin! I don't know how Mujin can get through sitting... So basically, Mujin's kind of like a virtual reporter, would you say? A newsy reporter? When it comes to the entertainment sphere. It's perfect that he's a VTuber. I don't think he always was a VTuber. He eventually became one. Oh, and Saba! Saba, she finally is debuting the 28th of June. We gotta go watch, guys. When is that exactly? June 28th? That is Saturday! Holy shee! We gotta watch, guys. It's gonna we're gonna watch a bit. I'm sure it's nervous when people debut, especially when they're already known in the sphere of entertainment. You got all those eyes watching on ya. It's kind of like when Doki Bird re-debuted. This is Packed Toast! I watched this, you'll love it! Oh, Mujin! Oh, the amazing digital circus! We found it! Okay, we're gonna watch. Are you guys ready? It's so cute. It is so... I do like the digital circus is a virtual world full of fantasy, fun, adventure, but chaos. Oh gosh, yes. Mommy, like it? I like it very much. Let's see. I wanted to make sure my sound was on, so I had monitor on. Alright! Get your drinks, get your snacks. We're gonna watch it together. Should I make a big screen? I'll just... I don't know what I just did. Oh. Okay, that's... I'll make it theater mode? Yeah, we can do theater mode. It's been a minute for me, guys. I feel rusty. Alright, children, gather around my, adult children. Let's see, we're gonna go ahead and watch Digital Circus.
Welcome back, my candy hearts and paper flowers!
I just missed the cast.
Whoa! That sure could have gone better. But I'm sure the next adventure will be less... what?
Oh, we missed a sea time adventure? They had so many spoilers. Just for warning, us reacting means we're gonna chat. So chat away, guys. Go crazy in chat. Talk to each other. Address theories. Do you have any theories for episode 5 if you watched it? Mr. Banana says, let's go, reaction time. Mommy says, a debut is a French word for what? That is kind of... Ooh, debut is what? What time is it? Debut time! Isn't it like saying chai tea? Do you guys know that? That chai tea basically just means tea. Chai literally means tea. I think one of you guys told me that too. Let me turn pink. Ta-da! Alright. I wish I would have saw the seaside episode. I want to go to the beach so bad. I didn't even get to go. I just worked all last week. And I was being a chunk monk. All I did was snack. That's all I did, guys. And sleep. Oh, I binged Apothecary Diaries. Did I finish it? I did. I finished the Apothecary Diaries. I binged it last week. And then I finished... What's another show I finished last week? Oh, my Yakuza fiance. It's where a girl gets... She's basically the granddaughter of a gang. And Yakuza is like different categories. Different... there's different gangs under Yakuza. Different families and branches. Because, you know, families grow. And then they have extensions, cousins, relatives. So she's engaged to a Yakuza. And I finished the whole series. I'll tell you about it later, but okay, back to Digital Circus.
Hey, Ragatha, can you help me count my eggs before they hatch?
Oh, yeah, of course. Wait, what?
He's got eggs? Okay, is it possible for you to have offspring? Do you think those are his biological eggs? Because, you know, like he's a bug insect collector? Maybe him and his wife? I don't know. Is it possible for them to have children?
Looks like that oh-so-positive Ragatha charm is starting to wear off, huh?
What was that? Hold on.
Starting to wear off, huh?
Ooh, who's that? It says, yo, pitch popcorn! I just want to eat you guys Eevee. I wish you guys were little carrots so I could just, like, you know, dip you in some ranch dressing. Muerto says, this week was dry and hot, and just like the rain sprinkles has arrived to bring relief. Yes, I'm gonna sprinkle on you all. I'm gonna sprinkle my sprinkles and revive your spirits. Alright, let's be little gooners and watch Digital Circus.
Looks like this one was a home run, eh?
Ooh.
Oh, Zooble, you mismatched cash piano, I'll tear you to pieces! Constructive criticism would be greatly appreciated.
But never acknowledged.
That's it! Everybody besides Zooble, get over here! Everyone, I'm going to pitch to you some future adventure ideas, and I'm going to ask you to give me your honest opinions on them.
I was gonna sleep.
All right, so I've got an adventure where you all tour my amazing magic chocolate factory and get killed off one by one from OSHA violations. One where a sentient cardiovascular system goes to war against the United States military, and one where you have to survive in a post-apocalyptic nuclear wasteland with a telepathic talking dog who's mean to you the whole time.
Wait.
What do you think?
Wait. Isn't that a subplot to a movie? Right? I'm thinking, isn't it? I thought of the movie Up. Do you guys remember the movie Up? The animated dog that talks? Like a little cutie? And when it says apocalyptic world, it kind of made me think in reference to the world right now. That's what happened last week. I guess it was good I wasn't streaming. I'd be stressing out and being paranoid. Mr. Banana says this episode is high quality. Let me make sure it has high quality on. What? Auto. I need it to be 400. 14,000. Okay, that's better. That's good. It says Waffle Fry says yeah. Nature Green says yes, a very old movie. Do you know the name of the movie? Do you think it's still copyrighted, or do you think we can watch it now? Do you guys want to watch movies in Discord? Maybe we'll, instead of a streaming that day, we just watch movies together, because I don't think we can stream movies. Psycho says the first one was Charlie and the Chocolate Factory parody. You know, the Willy Wonka in the original movie, it's not the actor's fault, but you know, the character he played and portrayed was kind of creepy. It's like that creepy uncle who wants to magically give you candy. It says, Nature Green says, nope, wrong movie. Psycho says the first one was Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Mr. Banana says, Kane is getting more aggressive and more crazy. I think his AI is corrupted. We're all corrupted. We're all, do you guys ever hear that saying, don't be mental? But the fundamental aspect of being mental is being cognitive, so we're all mental. We're all mental! Not in a, like, in a crucial, judgmental way of, like, poor psychological health, but mental as in the fact that you're, like, yeah, cognitively aware, awake. Yeah, if that makes sense. Circus is movie night? Yeah. No tattletelling. I've had that before at the very beginning where I tried to stream it. I think it was like a year into streaming. Did not go well. What says, what about the movies with ads they have on YouTube? I don't think they will allow it. That would kind of make sense. You know, YouTube. I don't know. Muertos got a good idea. It's like for anybody who is monetizing, or who's monetized on YouTube, can watch movies on YouTube with ads. You still get your revenue. We'll have to sit through ads. How painful. Cameron Briggs says, can I get a birthday shout out? Happy birthday! Happy birthday from all of us to you. We wish you had some carrot cake so we could give you... Oh my goodness, I almost had it! It's by Super Duper Something, one of our buddies from back in the old days. Back from the old country. I think it's, happy birthday from all of us to you. We wish we had some carrot cake so we could share some too. Happy birthday! And I think round of applause. Nature Green says, A Boy and His Dog movie 1975. We gotta check it out. Is that the weird one where the two dogs is shebanging on them, like in a scene where the dog talks? I think, that's a freaky movie. I don't like that movie. The dog is like very aggressive and kills another dog. If that's the one I'm thinking about, no. Yeah, my thoughts exactly.
I don't know. They all sound a little dark.
Yeah.
I can't tell a compelling story where nothing bad happens. Where's the intrigue? The stakes?
Not to mention the sex appeal.
What are you talking about?
You know, you could always try the suggestion box again. I honestly didn't hate the last one.
You guys, if you could suggest an adventure for the Digital Circus to go on, what would it be? Comment below. Would it be based on your fantasies? Or maybe like a sitcom-related film you really enjoy?
We did with it.
You didn't hate it?
It was kind of refreshing doing something grounded in reality.
Yeah, I really didn't mind that one either.
What about the rest of you?
Oh,
I very much did not
not
enjoy that
back
one in the
on.
slightest. And if we ever do anything
These
even
end of the
close
time.
to that again, I'm getting violent,
normally
and I'm
never
going
say.
to kill Ragatha.
Well, how am I gonna please everybody if you all like different things?
Maybe just keep your adventures open at all times and let us do whatever we want when we want.
Are you hearing this, Bubble? The Toy Box character wants us to leave the other intelligent AIs to run for a prolonged period of time.
Disgusting.
Am I not supposed to be hearing you?
Zippy!
What did you even zip up? I don't have a mouth.
Okay, well, how about this? We'll do a lightning round, going through all the suggestions in the suggestion box in rapid succession. And if you don't like one, you can all vote to skip it.
What? Like, now?
That's right. So grab your bones and pop your pansies, cause here we go!
We just finished an adventure!
Oh wait, I know what this is.
Oh, I swear to God.
Poacher's Paradise? I think I'm supposed to be angry because he wants to kill all his friends. Mommy says they should cross the Arabian desert with no clothes. Oh my God! Is that your darkest fantasy? Cameron Briggs says, I wonder if digital substances affect them. Oh, it did in episode 4, where they worked and they had stupid sauce. Mommy says they should. Anton says, oh no. Psycho says, isekai like the isekai junkie I am. Isekai's fun. I mean, he just technically isekai right now.
God, if this is one of your suggestions.
Hi everyone! In today's episode of Poach Everything, I'm going to be hunting the critically endangered red ribbon rhinoceros.
Oh, that's so cute! Go back! She's adorable! It's like Mooding! But Mooding's a hippo! There's a song called I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas. You really technically don't. Because they'll like, they can chew your head up like and spit you out like a watermelon.
Ah, just like Mom used to make.
Oh my gosh!
Oh my god.
Ah, delicious meat. 1 down, 4 to go.
All right, I'm calling a vote.
She's a flamingo! What are the others looking like, though?
Let's skip this one. And also make Jax a vegan for the rest of the day.
You can't do that.
Punishment!
What do you mean you can do that?
Sorry, Jax, democracy has spoken.
Democracy sucks.
Wait, what? Why me?
I thought a position of power suited you.
Oh my god, are these all gonna be Jax's ideas?
They
Well,
look
Miss
sick.
President, it looks like there are some new developments in the ongoing war between Australia and New Zealand. We may need to take in some refugees. What?
I have a question about Kinger's outfit. Is that a snow leopard's print? A printed snow leopard? I'm sure it wasn't his choice to wear the little king outfit, but I don't know. Low-key, what does it signify? Is it though? What did the kings have? Like, is it made out of ferret, maybe? Ferrets were pretty popular back in the day. Ferret coats, but they always kind of had a musky smell.
What do you think?
Well, how do you know what to do? What?
Didn't you get the brief?
I am just being here.
You're doing great, Pomni.
Come down here for a sec. We all got briefs on our characters. I'm your assistant.
Is that a baby head lamp?
Didn't you get one too? I figured we were all on the same page here, but if not, you're gonna have to tap into those golden improv skills.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh yeah, I didn't give you one because I wanted to see what you do.
Dang.
Thanks, Jax. Appreciate it.
I'm not Jax.
Oi, mate! I'm an Australian extremist, and I've come to detonate this bomb that'll release all the world's deadliest spiders into... Did I pick a bad time?
His acting is phenomenal. It's hard to believe he's vegan.
Why wouldn't the president have a bomb squad?
Don't worry, President Pomni. I
You're all
believe you
gonna
can do
die!
this.
There's centipedes in there, too.
Just be sure you know what you're doing.
Okay, well, which wire do I cut?
Follow your heart.
You stay out of this. Shouldn't you be arrested or something?
Hey, I'm on your side here.
You're literally not.
Come on, just pick your favorite color.
Like the red one?
I'd personally go with blue. Blue's my favorite color, it being closest to black and all.
Wouldn't black be your favorite color then?
Well, no, there's no black wire.
Hi, I'm a New Zealand extremist, and I don't know what New Zealanders
Oh no, I'm covering it! Oh no!
threaten people with.
We'll be right back after these messages. They went all out for this one. This is like multiple episodes in one episode. This is like, what, already 2 different stories? 3? Rip Gang Go! Oh yeah, give me some jazz. Bubble. Oh, that's right, the AIs are roaming free. Hell yes. I love it. Okay, guys, we just have to pause and admire their beauty. Look, guys, they're all anime guys and gals. I was gonna say VTubers. I'm a little VTuber brain rot, guys, unfortunately. When I see anime, I'm like, VTuber! It stuck with me forever. Pomni! Okay, they're by the window. We know who the main characters are. We know who the side characters are. I think side characters sit on the far left. And the main characters sit on the far right. Next to the window. Ah, Kinger. Finally dressed in a different outfit. Well, sorta.
What is this? I don't like this.
Oh, can it? At least we finally have one that's by someone else.
Yeah, there's nothing more fun than being back in school.
Just give it a chance, Jax. Jeez.
There's nothing wrong with your suggestion.
How did you know this was my suggestion?
Can you believe this, Pomni? First she draws anime, now she drags us all into one. She must be one of them,
Guys, we all know what he's gonna say. He's gonna say she's a weeb. Aren't we all little weebs? We can be weebs together. We can be weeaboos. However, in Japan, it's extremely frowned upon even today. Even with modern culture and technology, it's still, like, bad. As someone who's obsessed and locked up in their room, you know, obsessing over anime and fictional characters. I think a good example of that I've seen, a weeaboo, is in a series called... It's not called Backstreet Girls. There's no way. Is it called Backstreet Girls? It might be. And so it's where a bunch of guys are previous gang members. They get neutered and turned into women, then forced to be a singing idol group. And so then one of their fans is so obsessed with them, he has like the swimsuit edition, because the gang is making money off of their idols, you know, in quotation, which are technically guys. I think it's called Backstreet Girls. A waffle fry says, I'm a big weeb. Nature Green says, I'm not a weeb, but you're present and punctual. It's okay, you don't have to be a weeb. You can be a weeb in silence. Anton says, I think the word is otaku.
losers.
Oh,
You threw me out
gosh.
of a moving truck.
All right, class. Today, we're gonna learn the popular foreign language known as English.
This is boring. I vote we skip it.
Shut up, we're not skipping it.
Slice of life animes are the worst ones. It's embarrassing. I mean, I guess it's not as embarrassing as that time Gangle took an anime figure and...
That's fine.
I mean, oh, Gangle. It wasn't it a action figure of Ragatha? Does she still have feelings? Probably. Aw, it's like Fruit Basket. Nature Grid says, that's a civet of story spitting kills. What do you mean?
No, let's skip this one.
It's a funny series. Stargazing. Oh, we gotta play a game like this.
Are we just chilling for this one?
Yes,
Can I finally relax?
I guess so, but I prefer a little bite to my adventures.
Then why don't you help yourself to a sandwich?
Here.
Thanks.
Do you think Gangle is actually capable of being happy?
Yes.
What?
I don't know, like her comedy mask still breaks every day. Does she think hanging out with Zooble is gonna magically fix that?
Maybe she just doesn't want to hang out with someone who's mean to her all the time.
She likes when I'm mean to her, though.
I didn't think you cared about what other people like.
No, yeah, you're right. I don't.
Do you have any actual friends?
Not anymore.
Guys, would you be friends with Jax? I think I'm already friends with people like Jax. It's a little too late for me. Like, subscribe, and turn notifications.
Oh, wait, no. I'm sorry. I wasn't talking about that. That wasn't meant to be.
A jab?
Hey, Kinger!
There's fireflies.
Did you see the fireflies all the way over there?
Well,
What was that about?
It's nothing. Who cares? Doesn't she get on your nerves sometimes?
I mean, she's nice to everyone.
I don't know. I think she tries way too hard. Like, we're stuck in... Why are you always pretending everything's always fine? Like, if you tell someone they're loved and appreciated every day, it just kind of loses all meaning.
Is he speaking from personal experience? Maybe? Is it me or does it look weird? Hold on a sec. I think it's fine, right? I don't have to make any adjustments. That face. Circus says, maybe. Yeah, would you be friends with Jax? I just realized he has no shirt. He's shirtless.
It just feels like she's trying to take advantage of you, you know? I don't know. Also, she's dumb and she looks weird.
Think we all look weird.
Excuse you. This is what peak male performance looks like. My ears and tail are kind of the pinnacle of masculinity.
You don't have a tail.
What are you talking about? Yes, I do. What the? Where's my tail? How long have I not had my tail?
I have never seen you with a tail.
When would that have even...
Ooh, we just got a cut into reality here. Maybe his real life self has a tail? I've heard so many theories, guys. Okay, theories are unavoidable with this series, but since half of you have probably seen it, and you're just here at the kindness of your heart to enjoy it with me, the theory is that not all humans were tested on for this program, which then turns them into fictional characters in a virtual reality world. It could have been that he might have been some sort of animal. I heard that cool theory. Now, they did say Jax is not a non-playable character. So what if they all get released from this video game, and then Jax is not even a person, but like some little... he likes to eat meat? You know, rabbits do cannibalize each other. It's not something they talk about because they're like, oh, they're leaf green eaters. But really, rats cannibalize, pigs cannibalize, people cannibalize, birds, reptiles, pretty much everybody. Rabbits can eat each other. Disturbingly enough, in some circumstances, when they don't have food, they will eat each other. Lithium Skunk, hi! Ninja Green, is he a dog? I don't know, maybe. Psycho says, yeah, that's what I think as well. That's why he's so violent. He's violent in the sense of he lacks that cognitive understanding about morals and values, like it was never taught to him. Anton says, Jax is 22 years old, maybe in rabbit years. Mr. Banana says, but the creator said they're all human. I don't know anymore. Maybe he's a furry.
They look happy.
Ooh.
They do, don't they?
You think after this, maybe we could...
Wait a minute! That's a bad thing!
Explain to Daddy Bubble how bad thing.
I think that... Don't say that. I think they're enjoying the suggestion box adventures more than the me adventures. What should I do?
You should die. You should throw a beach party.
Why do you swear now? Ugh, forget it. Let's go to an intermission.
Intermission time.
Oh, yeah. We should have an intermission this otherworldly. It's cute though. The many eyeballs of God. Ooh. Puppies. Ooh, sticky. Puppy. That is so cool.
What are we doing right now?
We're intermissioning!
Why? Hello?
And now back to the show.
Ooh, Jazzy. Lithium Skunk pokes your head.
Give me a whiskey sour, but hold the egg white, since I'm a vegan. What? I hate this! How is this even possible? I thought Kane couldn't...
I could have made it way worse for you.
Well, I'm calling a vote to turn Zubul into a slug.
Everyone voted against that.
Who hate it?
Funny.
Woo! It's raining like the Dickens out there.
Hey, guys. I'll have a cosmopolitan.
Give me a corncob blitz.
I'll throw something together.
What's a corn cob?
You know your way around alcohol, huh?
Yeah, this was one of my suggestions. I worked at a bar briefly. I like making drinks.
That sounds fitting for you.
I know there's an implication there, but I can't be to figure it out.
So, Pomni, you ever have any jobs? Or are you too young for that?
I'm 25 years old.
Damn.
Yeah, I was an accountant for a supermarket chain.
A supermarket? How'd you end up here?
Well, I sometimes got bored of things, and I would seek out mild thrills, like exploring abandoned buildings, you know, and posting videos of it online.
Ah, a YouTuber.
Not really.
Guys, I've watched people go into abandoned houses. Of course, they gave a disclaimer for... not all videos give a disclaimer. This is very dangerous. Don't do this at home. I have experience going into abandoned places. Kind of synopsis disclaimer at the start. But yeah, those are... those can be interesting. I like the paranormal ones. I like the paranormal ones in Russia. Anybody watch those exploring abandoned apartment buildings in Russia? They have a lot of those over there. There's like some areas that are just ghost towns. I think they have some in China too. Like some big areas, like some old villages and cities. Japan does as well. I don't know why, but those definitely go viral. Pomni was on it. Too bad she got stuck in a video game.
Nobody watched them.
I'd watch you.
It was just something I did for me.
I sometimes did that. I wouldn't record it, though. Here's your Cosmo.
Thanks.
Hiding something.
No.
You'd know all about that, wouldn't you? What's your story, then?
I thought you'd never ask. Well, after my lung cancer diagnosis, me and my junkie associate from a chemistry class I used to teach
Yeah, I
started-
figured. How about you, Gangle?
Hey, I wasn't done.
If you're gonna make shit up, at least be creative about it. I know what you're referencing.
Was that a reference to something?
Oh, guys. What if... Because I know there's other creatures. There's other characters that got abstracted before the, the characters we have currently. How old is Ragatha? What century is she from? Is she... Just imagine if Ragatha's supposed to technically be, like, in her 50s or 60s. That would kind of make sense. Right? One of my doggos keeps itching themselves. I already gave her flea and tick medicine. I'm just gonna have to make a makeshift cone so she stops biting herself. I already give you medicine, please. Anybody have any fleas this hot summer? Nature Grid says Breaking Bad reference. I've had my relatives recommend it to me, but I've never watched it. Mr. Banana says, yes, Breaking Bad. Anton says, could Pomni's urban exploring have been a very thing that led her to end up at the circus in the first place? Maybe. Psycho says Breaking Bad, I think. You guys have watched the show? Mr. Banana says, nah, if they want to do it, they always need to be a group, not alone. Yeah. If one of you gets injured falling through the ceiling in an abandoned house, the ceiling then being the second floor of the second story floor, gotta. I hate the exploring of abandoned hospitals. Those freak me out. They have a whole apartment in Russia, not so much. Medical facilities, hell yeah. Because they sometimes have, like, leftover supply or syringes, or junkies go there to stash or hide. They go there to an abandoned hospital because they might find some, some resources to satisfy their needs and addictions. Psycho says the paranormal ones are cool. They are so cool. The reason why I was like Russian videos exploring abandoned places, those are so legit. Those are scary. I don't know what about it. About the spirits in Russia. They're like super strong or something. Like grown men freak out on their video when they're exploring these abandoned houses because there'll be like doors flipping open. It is... I gotta show you guys one. Like some of them are like legit. Especially the ones where they're by themselves. And when a grown man screams and starts running for his life, it's for real. Like, yeah, those are the ones I believe. Definitely. Scary.
I worked in fast food.
You've done more than that. What about your art?
I was in community college for graphic design, but I dropped out. I didn't really pursue art much after that.
Hey, I'm always down to make art together if you want.
Oh, I didn't know you were an artist too, 𝑍𝑰𝑵.
Yeah, I was a tattoo artist for a couple years.
A bartender and a tattoo artist? You're killing me here, 𝑍𝑰𝑵.
What do you mean when you say that? Do you have, like, an actual point, or are you just talking?
I'm just having fun. I forgot you hate fun.
Fun isn't the thing I hate.
I guess I'll go now. Oh, geez, where to start? I was born into a fairly wealthy family. We had a large property with horses and chickens, and my mother...
So, Kaden says Ragatha is 30, but I mean, her current state of consciousness is 30, but how long has she been trapped in the game? It could be 10 years. It could be 5 years. Yeah, so her age being 30, but how long has she been stuck in the game? And would you add that many years to her age? Or would you age her 30 due to, with also adding previously in how long she's been there? Let's say she entered the game at 27, 28, 29, 30, but she's been in this simulation for 4 years. Is that why she's 30? Kind of concept, if that makes sense? Maybe? Sayuko says, I don't blame them. Nature Grade says, I know it's from not doing dishes and leaving them in the sink, but how do I fix this? What do you mean? What about a dishwasher? Do you have a dishwasher?
Well, my mother was a lot.
Oh.
I worked in real estate for a bit until I ended up here. I'm sure she doesn't miss me. I certainly don't miss the yelling, and the braiding, and guilt tripping, and the... Yeah, just kind of a farm girl. Nothing too out of the ordinary.
Uh-huh.
And no point in asking Kinger, because there's no way he remembers anything.
Guys, what if Jax and Ragatha know each other? I feel like Jax was a farm boy. He's gotta be, right? They're the most Raggedy Ann looking characters.
Never better.
Do you guys know about his wife?
Huh?
My what? Oh.
What?
That's disappearing guy. That's just what he does.
I see. From a previous adventure?
Yeah, God, Pomni, you didn't know that?
I'm ignoring you.
By the way, Pomni, sorry about the whole president thing.
Hello,
I just thought it'd be
Matian
fun.
Are you apologizing? What's happening?
Just ignore him.
Apology accepted, I guess.
Wow, the first steps of a budding friendship, right, Ragatha?
Hey, Pomni.
What is that supposed to
When
mean?
Cosmo smashed me against the walls and I got all jumbled up. All things considered, that was pretty funny, right?
No, not really.
Oh, yeah, no. Sorry, that was probably pretty traumatic for you.
So, what was... Oh, I get it. Ragatha and Jax are both competing for Pomni's friendship. So Jax is rubbing it in that he's like, oh, I can apologize, or I can make light of the mood, even though I'm being, I'm imposing, my rudeness on you. That sort of thing. Oh, Jax. Yep, they're fighting over Pomni now. I wonder if they've done this before. I heard some theories. Yes, I heard about Jax's buddy pal. Maybe Jax got jealous that his buddy pal was making other friends at the digital circus. You know what I mean? Jax feels like a character that would have a sidekick, or he'd be the sidekick. Well, probably not to his liking, though. Asayika says, great times, charging. It says, Klushkavo says, Jax is a cutie. Oh, we got some Jax lovers. I heard we got some Ragatha lovers, too. Who are you guys simping for the hardest? I don't know. I like Kinger, guys. I'm a simp for Kinger. I still hope deep down that him and his wife reunite and on good terms.
Oh, remember when you got high at McDonald's and told Gangle to kill herself? No, that was funny.
What? I did not say that. I think. No, of course I didn't. And I am still so sorry about that, Gangle. I would never have said anything like that if I didn't get that stupid sauce in my eye.
Jeez, Raggy, just let yourself be mean sometimes. It's funny.
Yeah, constantly tormenting Gangle's really funny, Jax.
You guys all take this place way too seriously.
Okay, I have a question. Since there is the theory about... I like you guys who are expressing theories. Trust me, I'm good with spoilers. I'm good with, like, just chatting it up. I'll try to go through it. I love you guys. Spam away, guys. Get me accustomed to spamming. Spam relevant topics or things at least. Or hello and stuff. I think Jax and Ragatha used to fight over another friend pal. And they would also compete for their attention, not just their friendship. But it could have been that he used to torment somebody else before Gangle. Or at least Gangle became the target, which is why... which is why Zubul is so annoyed and telling Pomni to ignore it. Because they saw it happen to another person before. I don't think he used to mess with 𝐿𝐴𝐴. Maybe. Which would be really bad. What if Jax was responsible for 𝐿𝐴𝐴? Maybe kind of theory. But I think it's the mysterious friend that they're more concerned about. I feel like 𝐿𝐴𝐴's obsession, everybody explaining that he was obsessed with leaving in the exit, you know, signs, door. It could have been a whole nother ordeal. Mommy says evil Pomni twerking scene for 26 minutes. What the fuck? Oh, that's right. You're gooting for Pomni. We got some Pomni lovers. Anton says, I believe Jax was indeed a farm boy and his fear of corn stems from being trapped alone in a cornfield. I think anyway. Abandoned. Do you think their former friend knew Jax in IRL? Nature Green says, no, don't tell me to spam. I do what I want to drill Sergeant Springles. Spam for me, child. Spam. Waffle! Waffle fries. Can you give me a shout out? My mom. My condolences for your loved one, Waffle fries. Aw. It's okay. You're gonna get through this. It's alright. You're a brave one, Waffle fries! Remember, they're still alive because their DNA runs through your veins. So right now, every breath you take is a breath they still have. Poetically. That's how I see it. I also fear my you know, the idea of losing my parents. Because it feels like they're always there from, like, the start of your development of childhood. But just know that you're a genetic copy and extension of their life. So even when they become little butterflies and they fly off like little angels, they still live through you. So make good choices for yourself, knowing that this body that was birthed into the world, the flesh and blood, so vivid. But that's technically what we are. We're like walking sacks of blood for vampires. Me going off, ranting now. Nature Green says, that Waffle Fry. Sorry to hear that happens to everyone. You're not alone. Mr. Banana! I don't know. I think Jax is kind before when the abstraction starts. His coping mechanism is to build a wall. Yeah, good luck with that, Jax. Coin.
What is this? Why'd you do that? Can you get that thing away from me?
Are you afraid of corn?
No.
Farm boy.
Who's afraid of corn?
Farm boy.
On board! Let's go to the next adventure!
What? You're not even a part of...
Oh, yeah.
It's softball, ladies and gentlemen!
Oh, we're doing this now?
Beautiful night for a game, right, Bubble? We've got the Big Tops playing against the evil Big Tops.
Sup, I'm evil Pomni.
I'm evil Ragatha!
I love that laugh.
Dictator here.
Hi, guys. I'm Evil Jax.
𝑣TUBERS reporting for duty.
I'm Bazooble.
Well, that wasn't in my suggestion.
Why don't I get an evil clone?
Okay. I heard so many theories. I heard theories before watching this with you. Thank you, says Waffle Fries. Waffle Fries, is it weird that I want to eat you because your username sounds delicious? Lydian Skunk! I believe all characters are hideous! What? You're not attracted to not a single one of them? I didn't king her for personality. Oh, Waffle Fries, I thank you, it helps. Oh, I wish we could virtually smother you with love. Just a forewarning, I have no bulbs. It will not be cozy. Mr. Banana, Waffle, I get you. I've been through it. It's hard to move on, but that's your mom. I want you to do move on and go on. Nature Green says lol. Evil Pomni says mommy. You dig Evil Pomni? I kind of too, low-key. Well, okay. Out of all the evils, I dig Ragatha. It's that laugh, guys. It's that chuckle. I wish I could laugh that hard. If I laugh really hard, I'll snort. If you get me to laugh so hard, I snort like a little Miss Piggy. Aww. What? That I want to eat you? I do! I want buttered waffle with fries, with syrup, maple syrup straight from Canada, where the maples live. Where maples, I think maple trees come from Canada, don't they? From the northern region. Straight from the tree sap onto my plate. Delicious. I am such a big foodie. Like hardcore. Oh, there was a Twitter. People like to ask you Twitter questions. Do you want your potential lover or your ideal lover to be good at cooking? Woohooing, which is like Sims woohoo, woohoo. You know, like shebangy is my term. Shebangy. It's how life is made. It's how we were all made. Anybody out there who doesn't agree is in denial. They went shebangy, and then you were pooped out in the world. Wee, wee. That's how you were all born, guys, crying. Yeah. Then to spank your bum to make you cry to make sure you could breathe.
First, let's welcome our special guest, here to sing the American National Anthem.
What? It's a cowboy.
Oh, say.
That's copyrighted, by the way. A round of applause. Nice.
All right, team. I may not know what's going on, or who is going on, or when is going on, or why is going on, but I do know where is going on. And it's out on that field, so let's go break some tailbones, team.
Ow.
Hey, guys. I hope we all have a fun game, no matter who ends up winning.
Jax!
I want to kill that guy.
Because that's who he is deep
Hello,
down.
stupid Gatha. I hope you're ready to get completely annihilated. Nobody loves you and you're going to die someday.
I love
You
you.
can't exactly die. It's like the whole thing here.
What the frick?
Huh? Check this out. You're out, dumb.
Damn it.
Ha! Get owned!
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Ah, she's cool. Wait, what's that?
Support your team.
What the heck? Who did this?
We're both mates now. We're both cafe girls.
Jax, you're up to bat.
I can't, don't wanna, why, look, why this though?
Seems fair.
I like his eyeliner. Do they have merchandise for this? I low-key want one. Just gonna put it on my computer and be like, yeah, that's Oshi material.
Fitting for you, though. I figured you'd be into this.
What does that mean? What's that supposed to mean?
Yes,
I'm
please.
just having fun. I forgot you hate fun.
I don't want to wear this.
Calm down, pretty boy.
I've never seen you this upset about
Country
something.
boy.
Jax, bat.
I'm gonna kill you when this is over.
Let's see what you're made of.
Shut up! Don't worry. I think you look good. I don't want to hear that. I want you dead. Well, guess there's no more ball. We're done.
Wait, I got this.
What? Hey!
Sorry, Zubel. It's just the perfect regulation softball size. We're not playing baseball here.
I'm not doing this anymore.
Wait, Jax! What about where is going on?
Can't believe I hit it right to her. I'm supposed to be better than that. Sorry. I should be a better sport.
Not to, like, agree with Jax or anything, but there's nothing wrong with showing your negative emotions. That's pretty normal.
Okay, speaking of sharing your negative emotions, I couldn't get over that viral... There's so many viral clips about the former talent. I think there are some things you just don't share online. Like, if you wanted to express a strong hate for people, we have to watch it, guys. We have to watch that Mujin video. Let me know if you're down for it. Because I feel like anybody could watch it and also relate to, like, yeah, there's some things you don't like or do like. But then there's extreme. I think Jax is extreme. If Jax was a VTuber, there'd be a lot of love and a lot of hate. The poor guy. It's good he's a fictional character. Yeah, online hate is not good. Yeah, no. You can express what you don't like. Just don't rally and don't what do they call it? It's not protesting. Protesting is in IRL when they go off for companies and stuff like that, or big organizations and businesses. They would call it canceling, online canceling. They do that with celebrities. Jeez. You film in a movie and for some reason people hate you. You just can't survive on the internet for too long without anybody disliking you. A part of me just doesn't care. Well, do I care? I mean, I don't know those people. I'm like, I know deep down you're just hurting because life is a big mess and a big she. And you're just sad and lonely. I just express a lot of love, like, ling, 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 ling. All you need are kisses, ling, 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 ling. I would smother them with so much love. They'll be so annoyed, they'll just go away eventually. Instead of responding with hate, we just spam the, we love you, we love you. That's how you combat it, maybe. We should do that as a community. If there's a strong hate, we just spam, we love you, we love you. We know that's what you want. You just want someone to hug you and be like, I accept you for your flaws. We all are flawed, it's okay. We don't have to agree on anything, but we love you and accept you. Just a mass love. Yeah. Smother out all the anger.
I don't know. I don't want to be a jerk or anything.
I think we all need to be a jerk sometimes.
Maybe.
Maybe. Who knows?
Uh-oh. So,
Pomni. More.
Wait!
Well, guess there's no more. This is gonna go.
Would you stop? Who knows?
Oh, there it is. I clicked off. I was gonna say that what if Ragatha abstracts because she expresses negative emotion? Like, what if that's how she unravels? Theory. Plotting theory?
Kane, we need a ball here.
Oh,
Jax, we have a ball now. What are you doing?
See ya. Whoops, I missed. Oh darn, I'm out.
Having fun?
Oh, you know it. Oh look, Gangle's up to bat. How do you think this is gonna go?
Would you stop trying to force her to act like you?
Oh yeah, I should force her to be happy all the time instead, right?
Well, it's better than turning her into some insensitive jerk who deflects everything.
I can think for myself, guys.
Thank you,
Hey, I
Pomni.
ain't forcing anything on you.
And then you just act like you never do anything wrong and everybody loves you, when in reality you just f everything up for everyone else!
Okay, let's, like, calm down a bit.
What? You're the one who said it's fine to be a jerk sometimes! Ugh. I'm sorry, Pomni. That wasn't very cool of me.
It's fine.
No apologies for me? This is so sad.
I'm sorry, Jax, for bringing up that thing earlier.
Meow. Okay, if my cat Kimchi was a character, he would be so much like Jax. He's a little butthole, but I love him. Ooh, when he got surgery for being neutered last week, he was neutered, guys. If anybody jumping in doesn't know, Kimchi was finally free of his hormones, because it was getting intense. Meow, meow. And attacking windows, meow, because he wanted to get out because he was in heat. And I was like, no more. He kept spraying the curtains, so I had to, you know, clean up and replace them. Yeah, if you guys get a boy cat, just know they spray. Females spray as well. They have that gland, so females also spray, and you're like, ew, what's that? Did she pee on me? No, that's her gland. It's a spray they have for territorial marking, but they also do it when they're like in heat and horny. Yeah. Psycho says, kimchi! I love him. Oh, Jax, you're such a kimchi. You're such a kitty cat, meow meow. William Skunk says, God, I hate Majax. Oh, you hate him? But he's so hot, is that why? Waffle Fry says, what's y'all's favorite horror movie? My favorite horror movie? Trick or Treat. I love it, but I hate it. It's good because it's the spirit of Halloween, but I hate the fact that it's so terrifying. It's super cheesy, but it still scares me. The scene that scares me the most from Trick or Treat, a 1998 movie. I think it's a 2000 movie. It's where the spirit of Halloween takes on the form of a child character with a sack over their head, but they have a man-eating pumpkin head with large teeth. It almost feels like alien looking. If you break the Halloween rules, you anger the Halloween spirit, and the spirit will track you down and slaughter you on Halloween night. You never blow out your jack-o'-lanterns. You always keep them lit to scare evil away. You have to, I think it's, never blow out your jack-o'-lanterns. Make sure you check your candy. I think that's more of a health code, kind of. Yeah, check your candy. You don't want razor candy. They have that scene. I think that's what really, I was like, oh, I gotta stop. I gotta cap the movie and pause because there's a kid who gets like a bad candy and he dies. He gets murdered. That movie's insane. I was like, how is this PG-13? It literally is. I think it's now rated R. I don't think it was always rated R though. Pet Cemetery. Waffle says pet. Oh, thank you. Waffle Fry says, mine is the Pet Cemetery. Now, I heard that's a good movie. The original or the remake? Lithium Skunk says, none of the characters are hot. None of them. They're fiction. Oh, I see what you're doing, Lithium Skunk. I see what you're doing. What fictional character do you think is hot, even if it's not from the series? What if it's from, like, the Glitch Studio different shows? Which one is your favorite, Lithium Skunk?
So... you wanna talk about that
thing?
I'm in a maid outfit. What do you think?
So, how's the game going?
Great! Gangle hit a home run!
Really?
Yeah, your instructions helped me a lot.
Huh.
Can you give me my eye back? Joke's on you. I've already forgotten what you're talking about.
Damn.
Wowee!
What a man, what a gal!
Home run!
God damn it!
What? Okay.
Nice going, Zooble! All right, Pomni, you're up.
Hey, Ragatha. You wanna bat for me instead?
I guess I could. If you really don't want to.
Think of it as a second chance to show him who's boss.
Yeah.
𝑩𝒆𝑽𝑬, another home run! And that makes 3 home runs in a row! The Big Tops win!
That's not how softball works.
Well, that's how my softball works. We're done, hooray!
Woof, woof!
Meow meow! Man, we didn't even get to bat.
The end.
You did it, Ragatha! We won!
I guess.
Good job. Whatever you did.
Huh? Oh yeah, good job, team.
Huh? Oh, cool. I'm not a vegan anymore.
Oh, hey! Wait, what are you...
What is going on?
Yummy! Protein. What happened?
Well, I hope we all learned that
What? What was that? The food was that?
What is going on?
Oh, Pomni was laughing. She thought it was funny, and Ragatha didn't. Here comes where they start the tipping point, where they start dividing.
Well, I hope we all learned that suggestion box ideas are actually not fun at all, and Kane's ideas are much better.
Well, some of them were pretty okay.
I kind of liked the low stakes ones.
I thought the first two were awesome. The rest, eh. Oh yeah, Pomni. I can show you that thing in the hall I was talking about.
Oh yeah, sure.
Uh-oh. You can see it. Ragatha's just afraid to lose another good friend. She's like, Jax is a bad influence on you, Pomni. And Pomni's like, no, Ragatha. I can think for myself. Yeah, we all got... You know what? Does anybody laugh at dark humor jokes? I think that's how my sisters and I bonded. Especially because there's like such a huge age gap between me and my older siblings. Where they're like maybe 7 years older than me. Just about 7+ years. So when they were in high school, I was, let's say, middle school. Or elementary. I was in elementary when they were in high school. And so we'd bond over like dark humor jokes. Not the really messed up ones with like... I don't like the messed up ones with babies in it. Those are terrifying. Nothing like grotesque or morbid. Just like dark humor, you know? Like Jax eating himself. Maybe something like that. But the whole baby head thing being Jack's idea? Aw, buddy. I don't want to see what kind of dreams you be having if you're dreaming about baby heads and turning into lampshades. Jack's kind of got a serial killer persona, doesn't he? I'm staring at Kimchi. I gave him some medicine for his fleas. It's like a topical coat. For some reason, you can't really find any, like, oral medicine for cats. They tend to do... Oh, I forgot I still have coffee. Oh, well. Yeah, get down! Hello? Hi there? Okay, goodbye. We've never met the sun yet? That bothers me. How come we've never spoken to you before? Are you like, what's your personality? Because usually the moon is the female, yeah, the moon is represented as having femininity. Bling! And the sun is masculinity. And some cultures, depictions. Waffle says, I'm leggy! Wolf Lover says, I have a sister who's nearly 10 years older than me. Do you relate to the age gap thing? Where there's like some things you bond over? I think games is what we bonded over. Wolf Lover! Anton says, fun fact, the figurine has been spying on him since episode 3. I wonder who that could be. Got some theories? Lipton Skunk, you don't like all the fan art they're doing? You know, I do get a little weirded out with the fan animation they do of the Digital Circus characters. I know they're just fictional characters, but it throws me off to see people do like fan-made animations. I'm not so thrown off by the art. And for me, it's the... Kimchi's being wild. It's the weird animations where they try depicting the characters in sensual themes. I like that they kind of aren't in the main series, because I feel like it's easy to get distracted by like romance or potential love between characters. Oh, the spiciness. I like it's very mild. Some implications of crushes. But so far, it's like the key point of like, okay, don't stray away from the plot. And there's a lot of shows and series, like especially TV series. Buffy the Vampire Slayer. They did have some romance in that one, but it still was like, you know, she's a badass chick who kills vampires. But I think it goes off to like other creatures too. It's very complicated. Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I remember that series. I was too young to fully understand, so I had to binge it when I was much older. Does anybody know that series? Mr. Banana says, Ragatha, no matter how she tries, she never has a genuine friend. I think you, genuine, I can see what you mean. No friendship is perfect. Everybody's got their... They always have a quality about them that you may or may not like. Let's say you're really good friends with someone, but you hate taxidermy, but that your good friend happens to be a taxidermist. What are the odds? You attract what you dislike. So you have to think, I dislike money. I dislike being rich. And you have to like start to visualize it. What do they call it? It's, what do they call it? You think, you focus on it, you meditate on it, and it happens. What is that called? Do you guys know what that's called? So I guess my mom watched that, lol, so I picked up some bits. Oh, for reals? Lithium Skunk says, I just want, Maggie, like the sunset thing I want. Maggie? Oh, you're welcome, Waffle Fries. You're welcome. I'm glad you're here to chill with us. I was gone for a week. Round of applause for Digital Circus before I go on a rant and forget what I'm doing. Round of applause! We love you, Glitch Studios. The Gaslight District, we did do a rewatch. We did a watch. Sorry, a rewatch. Excuse me, guys. I'm so jumbled. I'm so happy to see everyone. Spam! Spam! I want us to have... I want to see you guys spam. Hello! Hello! Hello, America! So good. I love it. I'm so excited. We haven't seen it yet, but I really want to see the series. The Knights of Guinevere. It was pretty good. I think it was nice. We talked in between some theories. It's been out long enough. It's been out for 4 days. And it has 31 million views. Love it. Delicious. Definitely worth binging. If you guys are new to the Digital Circus, I feel like a bunch of you are... You're on top of it like me. I try to be. Yeah, the Gaslight District, not bad. I want to see what she looks like without all that makeup. Without all that radiation makeup. I think she'd look pretty attractive. So we do have those theories about the bird baby that she cursed it, you guys were mentioning. The whole eating of the weird fly, lamb-looking creatures, disgusting. But, other than that, I'm not too disturbed by this. I thought, yeah, that little thing, see that thing right there? Ew. It's a fly, sheep thing. You know, it kind of made me think of Bug's Life. Any animation where they have a depiction of, like, a bug humanoid, I just think of Bug's Life or Ant Bully. Ant Bully, I thought the scene of the frog digestive scene where they're stuck in the frog was disturbing. It was my sister's favorite movie, though. I got so tired of watching it, I did something super naughty. Super naughty. I was like, I'm tired of watching this creepy bug movie. And little AI sister was like, but I love the bug movie. And I was like, I hate it. The frog scares me. She's like, but it's my TV time. And so because she was the baby, everyone's like, oh, Sprinkles, it's just a fictional movie. And I was like, but the little fly dude is dead. There's a fly scene where the guy's just a dead carcass and all that's left is his head because his body was digested. And she's like, it's so funny. And I'm like, he's dead. And she's too little to understand how disturbing it is. I would say grotesque. Other than disturbing, grotesque. And bully. Manifesting, yes, 𝑟𝑦𝑵. Legend Skunk says, I just salty for personal reasons. I'm sorry. It's okay. It's fine. It's alright. Yeah, you vented. I guess no more venting. Waffle fries. Popcorn! Yes, that was good. Go check out the Glitch Studios. Show them some love. Now. Oh, Waffle fries, good night. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you for coming. Alright. We're going to go to... How to deal with obsessive people and rejecting them? I've never had someone obsessed with me, like, ever. I feel like because I started VTubing, I could, like, encounter someday, but not really. I did see a Niji-Sanji member, that's a former member. They went and graduated, they got annihilated, they got exterminated from their, exterminated, let go, really. They just got fired. Imagine if people would say, instead of being fired or given the pink slip, they say, I was exterminated. I think that's where termination, you are terminated. Comes from extermination, terminated. It's less aggressive, less brutal. Yes, manifesting though. You totally manifest it. Nature Green says, really? Christian says, can we resume watching Otsu-chan? Maybe. I wanted to explore all the stuff I missed, all the drama. Talk to me, guys. What do you know about that I missed last week? Tell me. Everything and anything, guys. I mean, okay, I think I did react to this one. How a redacted VTuber was exposed by a redacted Kenji reacts. Predator. Yeah, I did apply for Nijisanji, but they did not want me. Even in their state of disarray, they don't want me. I have no qualities that they find attractive. But Twisty was her previous Nijisanji name. There's a lot to learn from this, guys. Your idols aren't perfect. Your Oshis are flawed. And, you gotta be careful online. I have to be careful online. I'm an adult, so I don't have to worry about predators, right? Right, guys? I'm a grown woman. I'm not scared of a predator. I'll just sit on you. Cause, I got some, yeah, I'm a lady. I'm a full-fledged woman. I'll just sit on you. I think I'm having enough. I got white chips. I'll just sit on you. That's what we used to threaten each other as kids. We're like, you're being annoying. I'm gonna sit on you. And we would. We'd sit and like use our body weight against each other and force that one person in the group that was being annoying or loud. And we just literally use our body weight, all of us, like dogpile. We dogpile each other. There's a form of punishment. It's better than hitting each other. Some people get really violent. I feel like it's something you learn socially growing up with other kids. You learn how to talk to people, how to react, how to control your emotions, when to act, when to speak, and when not to. You know what I'm saying? Testing boundaries. But man, when people get violent as an adult, I feel like that's far worse. What do you guys think is worse? Children fighting or adults fighting? Maybe children fighting for their safety? Evie says there's a content creator by the name of 𝑠𝑎𝑉𝑎 self-deleted herself because of a minor was being the harassment campaigns to go against her. I heard about that! I saw it on Smuggalana's page on Twitter. Rest in peace, you beautiful lady. Do you guys wanna... We can go check her out? Maybe? I'm sure they're covering it. Never harass people. If you don't like them, it's okay. Go vent on it on Reddit. Go vent somewhere where it cannot affect them, where they cannot see it. But, I don't know. I haven't ever disliked someone that much where I don't want them to live anymore. Is that just me? Am I the only one who's never been that angry? A lot has happened to me in the past, like 5 years. Things I can't say on the internet. Things I could vent to someone, like, online. But yeah, some things I don't want to say. But no, I've been backstabbed and mutilated socially. Even by people you love, like people who are close to you. Just, like, guys, trust me. Just let things go. Let it go. Backstabbed by someone you loved, let it go. Oh, how would I put it? Not ignored. Cut off by someone you love, let it go. I forgive you, it's cool. Make new memories, have new adventures. Don't oppress yourself with those emotions. Let it go, guys. Trust me. If I told you my story, my personal story, about my relationships and things like that, then it'd be like, oh, more context clues. It takes a lot to be forgiving and to let go. If they don't want to talk to you or hang out, that's okay. You don't have to hang out. If they don't feel like it, that's cool. It could be a loved one. It could be a friend. It's kind of like you're learning to accept, like, you know what? Maybe this is good for me. We don't have to hang out for a year or several years or... Sometimes it happens like that. Like, that's okay. I actually recently, with a loved one, I can at least say this, they were very upset at me for something that happened and out of my control. Like, sometimes you just can't control situations. You can't control how people act or what they say or do. You only can control yourself. And they were venting to me about how they felt. And my response was, I thought to myself, like, you're still holding on to that? It's been years. You just got, I mean, it's not, you're still, how do I put it? It felt very, like, I could still be angry about something that happened years ago. I mean, I had a relative who bullied me back in high school. I forgave her. Yeah, no lie. I could tell you that one. That one's, it's been so many years. Back in high school, I was trying to make friends, and I had a relative that I would go to school with. And she became my school bully. Like, not gonna lie. I would tell her things, you know, girls talk. We talk about hygiene. We talk about, like, health, menstrual, dating, kissing. And I would share these things with her because we're relatives, right? They're like your loved one. And she would blab about it with her friends. And then they would blab about it around school. So I got made fun of because I told my relative. I'll just call them a relative. It makes it easier. I don't want to give them a name. That gives too much power. Do not give them a name. Too much power. Too honorific. You give, yeah, that kind of thing. If you give them a name, even in an example story or sharing the story, it's identifiable, right? But if you say a relative, then it's like, it could be anybody. Yeah. So I had to forgive her, and, you know, after that, I just thought, well, there are some things you just can't share with some people. And believe it or not, she is still good friends with my school bullies. They were a-holes to me. And I just thought, oh, that's why those people are laughing at me. I don't know them. Yeah, sometimes people get ahead in life by stepping on others. Even if it just so happens to be a blood relative, too. Yeah. Pretty insane. What a plot twist! It was you all along! I thought, who knows this time about me? Like, how did you get this information? I'm so busy trying to graduate my last 2 years of high school. I was in a collegiate program, so it was tough. I wasn't an A straight. Yeah, I wasn't some A honorific A straight. I didn't make A's, guys. I made B's and C's, and sometimes I would make A's. Rarely. But not really. I was an average student with average grades. So, yeah, I was so busy trying to survive and graduate high school and things like that, just pursuing education, because what else were you gonna do? You know what I mean? My parents didn't approve of me getting a job in high school because they said, when you start making money, all you think about is things you want to buy, finances, that you trail off from getting your education, and you at least want to graduate high school. Even if you go to community college after, you know, you could always do that as well. I might have to pause and check up on something, make sure everything's okay. Real quick, maybe. But yeah, that's a little bit about me sharing. I forgave her. And I was like, you know what? I don't think she was conscious. Well, how do I say this? She didn't give a rat's ass, guys. She don't care. She didn't care how it affected me mentally. I felt isolated and alone, but I was like, you know what? That's fine. I don't need friends in high school. I was like, this is fine. I think towards the end, people just didn't care. People were failing and flunking out of this collegiate program. Collegiate programs are not, it's not easy. It's intense. You're taking college courses and high school courses together. People were encouraging each other to drop out of the program so that way they can get ahead on the board, the bulletin board for grades and stuff, your GPA. It's like people who wanted to manipulate each other into getting ahead on their educational, you know, education, which would then lead to their career, because it looks good on the record, right? Oh, you ranked this number. You ranked 20th place in your class, right? You ranked the highest, 20th, 10th, 9th place. You're making really good grades and stuff. Your GPA is awesome. They would be like, hey, friend B or A, you're so stressed out. You should drop out because I'm thinking about dropping out too. And then it turns out, let's say person A drops out and they're like, hey, you said you were going to drop out with me. And then the individual's like, oh, I changed my mind. I decided to stick to it because my parents wouldn't let me drop out. But you're so lucky. You can go back to high school and repeat your last 2 years of education. You don't have to worry about trying to finish the program. People are really effed up. But I saw a lot of that. There was this one chick, we'll call her... we'll give her a name. We'll call her Selena. Selena was encouraged to drop out of the program by her friends. And they're like, oh, we'll drop out with you, wink, wink. And they never did. So they got their college degree, their associate's degree, and their high school diploma. And then Selena was there supporting them. She's like, oh, I have to repeat my last few semesters of high school. You know, it's really complicated. Once you enroll, you have to finish. If you don't, you have to repeat the last 2 years because the collegiate program does not align with earning your high school diploma. In a lot of places, it's not like taking... It's not like a dual credit program. It's a whole different program. So like your curricular... all your classes would only apply for that school, that program. You would be like on a college, community college campus. They have those programs too. Those are really good. They're affordable, sometimes even free programs. Those are the best. Kimchi, I gave him medicine. So I tried not to touch his medicine because the chemicals. Not good for me, but okay for his fur. Oddly enough. So yeah, you just live, learn, and forgive and move on. I don't want to hold on to that grudge. It's like, oh well. Big deal. You get tougher skin. I was so oblivious for the first year. I was like, I'm being bullied? I was like, really? Yeah, it's just some people are really insecure, so they just want to pick on you, so that way everyone's distracted by making fun of you, that they don't have to worry about being seen as, you know, for the things they don't like about themselves, whatever it could be. Mommy says, no one bullied me because they knew nothing about me. 100. Well, maybe that's one way to get through it. Just keep things to yourself. Live life peacefully says, forgiveness is hard for someone to do. A lot of guts and understanding. Yeah. Had a burp there? Yeah. I mean, I used to cry about it, of course, because you get emotional. Like, anybody's gonna get emotional if you're being made fun of constantly. Yeah. But the Mean Girls, the little friend group, they broke up. Like, they started splitting and falling apart because they were actually good friends back in middle school. Up until high school, and that's where things changed socially. But I heard a lot of horrible rumors about the Mean Girls. Like that movie, Mean Girls. Yeah, it was like a handful of girls that stuck together from middle school, and then they went to the collegiate program together, but towards graduation, they stopped talking. I think something happened. It was horrible. I was like, well, karma. Karma's a real thing. Oh, you like making fun of people? Oh, your friend group has been demolished because, you know, it doesn't look good, guys. Nobody likes a bully, especially a group of bullies. So I think they socially didn't want to be associated with someone else's, you know, behaviors. And they're like, you know what? I want to graduate peacefully. I don't want anything to do with this, you know, whatever you're doing, this harassment thing. Technically, that's what bullying is. It's like picking a person as a target and then just devoting your time. They were devoted to me, guys. I'm so honored. You're devoted to me. Your last 2 years of high school was all about me. Every living thought and breath you took, those words you spoke, was about me. I lived rent-free in their brains the last 2 years of high school. If you think about it like that, it's like, huh, makes you laugh. Like, huh, that's kind of nice. Mommy says, and look, that weird guy gets old quick. Yeah, it does. I would tell you what it was. I could just tell you what they made fun of me for. It's really... talking about somebody's, somebody else's, like, oh, Lithium Skunk says, bye, 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 Lithium Skunk. Yeah, story time. Yeah. I could get nitty-gritty, but, nah. We'll just leave it at that, guys. Yeah, you just gotta live and learn and forgive. Even your relatives. I mean, if they murdered and ate my baby, then I'd be pretty pissed. I'd be like, I never forgive you because you ate and murdered my baby. Like, oddly specific, but I think it would be that length of messed up for me to be that angry. But watch me just forgive you for eating and murdering my baby. That happens too. People are questionable. There's a lot of crazy murder stories. I like to listen to crime podcast. Insane! I'm currently still binging Megan. Love you, Megan. Dark Asia with Megan. So really weird stuff on there. Sometimes it's unsolved, and I'm thinking, Megan, you can't talk about this story and be like, oh, it's still not solved, and the killer could still be out there. But that's how she sets the scene. Alright, guys, do you want to watch Cancelled, VTuber, and Races vs. Predator? Yeah, do not share your, if you got some comments about racism, or things you don't like, or people you don't like, I don't know, her ordeal was about curry. I love curry. Curry's delicious. You have curry from Japan, you have curry from Korea, you have curry from India. There's different types of curry. And the whole time that Mujin was covering it, because I did binge it, I raised my hand, I binged it. Excuse me, I burped. Mujin! Mujin! Where is he? I can't find him. It's loading. I just thought, I love curry. How could you say they smell like curry? I think it's just like they smell like spices. Now, there are, interesting enough, there's some spices that people wear as perfume or body oil, and they smell really good. But it has to also do with, like, your sense of taste in perfumes. Oh, my phone is dying! How are you, Leah Sword? Pretty good. Psycho says, yeah, you don't have to share too much. Yeah, I think... like, you can... it's okay to like something or dislike something. But making fun of somebody openly... She made fun of an entire continent. That's what she did. But then she apologized, but that still went viral. Yeah, don't make fun of, you can make fun of fictional characters. I think that's okay. You can dislike or show hate for a fictional character, but when it comes to IRL people, that can lead to somebody, all deleting themselves. We'll say that instead. You don't want someone to all delete themselves in IRL. You know what that means. There's so many things I want to react to. So many things! I don't know what I want to. Oh, Mujin! That's what I want to react to. What do you think, guys? Are you ready to go down the rabbit hole? Who do you feel for? Who do you detest? Or maybe neither. Yeah. Nectar Green in! Lethian Skunk says, before I go in, I want to apologize. I'm sorry, I had something going on. I'm sorry for my behavior. Aw, thank you, Lethian Skunk. It's okay. Little skunk hugs for you, buddy. It's okay. Go play a video game and get your frustration out on fictional characters in a video game. Oh, but thank you for coming by, nonetheless. Evie says, I'm subscribed. Thank you, Evie. But I love the skunk. Evie says, watch Save a Fox. I'm torn between Watch Save a Fox and Mujin. Okay, we'll do Watch Save a Fox since I'm a foxy lady. Watch Save a Fox. Mujin, you gotta cover it soon. I'll binge, Mujin. Oh, there I am. I'm a fox now, guys. I'm a ginger. Gingers are beautiful. They're very beautiful, even as they get older. I think gingers, their hair naturally turns silver because of the red strands. It's like a nice silvery shine. You look awesome when you're older. You look like superheroes with bright, shiny, silver hair. You go from orange to silver fox. I'll be orange. I'm orange now. Says, YouTube star found, of Save a Fox Rescue, Miko, Brains dies at 29. Jeez, you could be as old, you could be my older sister. No! Kimchi's like, oh, you're so cute, Kimchi. He's just giving me kisses. He's forgiven. He's forgiving me for getting him neutered. But we had to. He was going bananas with all that spraying. Oh, I don't know what to press, guys. Last heartbreaking video? Why'd you have to go and be mean? Why'd you have to be a little turd? There's trolling, there's being a turd, and then there's just, encouraging alt-deleting. Don't do it, guys. It's not worth it. I don't know which one to press, which one's educational, and in the respectful sense. I don't want to watch a video that's going to be disrespectful towards her now that she's gone. She's so pretty! Why? She has nice, good, clear skin! Why? Psycho says, Fox! Lexi says, hi, Sprinkles. Hi, Lexi. Psycho says, oh, I've heard this story. I did, but I don't know what to press, guys. What's that? Is that a tumor? Is that a tumor? Oh, is it? I don't know. What is it? It's an illness? What is that? I hope that's AI. I don't like the screaming. Like, do something. You're videotaping it. Smack it off the fox. Hopefully that's AI. It's not real. Inside Edition, 4 minutes, I guess.
Hey guys, it's Michaela and Finny with Save a Fox.
An animal rescuer, popular on social media, has died by suicide. Michaela Rains founded Save a Fox and garnered more than 2 million subscribers on YouTube with her activism. Her husband, Ethan, let her community know in a tearful Instagram video.
She couldn't bear what she was feeling any longer. And she ended her life. And it breaks my heart.
Ethan says
guys, is it weird that I'm stuck in the crime zone? I know it's so recent. But what if it was murder? What if she was murdered? Dun dun dun. I would never believe you would do it. You had so much to live for. That's how I live my life. I'm like, I can't die today. I have kimchi. Someone's gotta feed my cat. That's what I think about when I get really sad and I start like, and life gets too hard for me. I can't speak for anybody else. When life gets too hard, I think, who's gonna feed my dog? Who's gonna feed Kimchi, my cat? He's looking at me like, you better not leave me. I'm hungry. Mama, I'm hungry. And I'm like, I know, Kimchi. I'm hungry too. I'm like, Kimchi! Who's gonna clean your litter box? No one's gonna love my cat as much as I do. And I'm like, F this. F my soap opera box. If I had found it, I can't even speak for her, but if I had that many animals to take care of, I would never. I vote she was murdered. I know it's too soon, and that would be worse, but I would feel more at peace with myself knowing it wasn't done by her 2 hands. I can't, guys. I'm in denial. I am. I don't believe you had so much to care about. You can't. Little trolls online, I'd be like, I love you. I'll just spam them. Spam the trolls back, guys. They're like, I want you to alt-delete yourself. And I'm like, haha. I can't take you seriously because in my head, all I hear is Bart Simpson. Wait, isn't that another character? I think that's a different character. Isn't Bart voiced by a woman? It says Leah Sword says, I have 3 cats. Live like peacefully says, very heartbreaking. Mommy says, Allard Burutsky. Psycho says, plot twist. People crying always makes me cry. I can't. If I got really tearful, I can't cry on live stream. I'll cry after, but I can't. I have to be a very stone-faced. I can't show weakness. But yes, guys, I believe she was murdered. I have no presenting evidence, but Your Honor, she was murdered. I don't believe she would. I don't. I don't, guys.
Kayla suffered from depression and other mental illnesses. He also said she was on the autism spectrum. Despite her work rescuing foxes from fur farms, her husband says she was subject to bullying online. He also says lately—
Okay, hold on a second. Do you notice he's controlling the narrative? Where's the evidence? There better be home cameras that were active at the time that the said situation happened. Guys, I'm not even kidding you. Now everything goes to him. I don't know this guy. I don't believe it would be him, but it could have been anybody. But what if? There was just so much to lose here. You could have had some babies. I don't know. That's another thing to live for. I want some babies. I want to give birth to little gremlin monsters to then roam the earth and terrorize the world. I want to give birth to little gremlins. Leah Swartz says, I have 12 chickens and 2 roosters and a duck. Yeah, you have a lot to live for. You have a village to feed. You can't go now. Eva says the trolls should be charged for murder over cyberbullying. Yes, they should all be charged. Psycho says full detective mode. Yes, guys. There's gotta be more to the story. It's too soon. It's too soon to say it was seppuku. What are your thoughts? Mommy says you are clearly not autistic. What? It says, oh, what? Is that a joke? I don't know. You know? It's like, what if I have so many theories. Ponzi scheme. Finances. Potential going broke. The business going under. Something, guys. Something big. Can't be. Nature Grace says, no free speech! What would you guys do if you had someone trolling you online? What would you do? What would your reaction be? Would you cry about it? I don't take it seriously. If it was towards me. I keep burping. I think sometimes when I'm about to burp, I'm gonna vomit. I don't burp usually. I have to drink a spritzer to burp. I think I have a lot of health issues. My family has, is more likely to have colon cancer. So I have a lot of digestive health to focus on. That's what I was thinking about last week. I was trying to change my diet back to tacos and guacamole because it's healthy for you. Live Peacefully says, we need a round-up gang for this. I'm telling you guys, the narrative is too sweet and clean. Does that make sense? Like, it's like, oh, this makes sense. Yeah. No, I don't believe it. I'm gonna start something. I'm gonna start it. Sure, the online bullying, yeah, they should be definitely charged for their crimes. Yeah, sorry. You don't go scot-free. You will be found. If a hacker can find someone's location based on one picture and to find the grass on its ecological location and climate, they can find you. It's too late for you. They're gonna find you anyway. You will be apprehended for being a big turd. Face your criminal charges. You'll never do cyberbullying again. Spanky, spanky! Nature Grace says, people say unkind things in the price of freedom. Yes. Psychos and Sprinkles needs help! I need a health update, guys. I wish I was a virtual character so you could give you some good health. Evie says they found out that it was just a minor cause harassment campaigns. There's more to the story. There has to be. There's no way that an attractive woman would just I'll delete herself. I can't say the full sentence. I can't. She's attractive. She's successful. She's surrounded by foxes. Hello? Anybody ringing some bells in their head? This does not make any sense. Anybody? I'm just saying.
She was being criticized by people who she considered to be friends.
And she was so sensitive to everything, which is a double-edged...
Dude. You're very strong for being the one to announce this, but you should have had someone else, you know, stand in for you. Let yourself grieve, my dude. You love this woman. You were intimate with this woman. You were one person with this woman. Romantically, spiritually, biologically. They were, you know, lovers. Should have sat this one out and been like, you know what, for my mental health. But he wanted to be the one to say it because he cares for her, right? So he wants to share the truth. This is his vigilante moment, guys. And then there's gonna be a movie that pops out. He's gonna go hunt down all the cyber bullies. And it's gonna go crazy. Guys, don't be fooled by this man. Yes, he looks soft, like, you know, like dough, right? He looks like a nice... I'm thinking Pillsbury Doughboy. He's just a very fluffy, happy-go-lucky guy, probably, when he's not emotionally crying and mourning his beloved. He's probably a really chill dude, right? Yeah. That one guy you hang out with, right? The one good pal, the chill guy in your friend group, probably. That nature lover. Yeah. But still, if he does a 180 and hunts down all the cyber bullies, I'm gonna be like, I told you guys, don't be fooled. Don't be fooled by his nature, happy-go-lucky guy. Of course, not right now, though, but I'm sure. They both look like nature adventurers who liked animals. Animal lovers, man. Don't mistake an animal lover for being someone who can't handle being provoked and, bullied. Yeah, don't mess with animal lovers. They're extreme. Psycho says, the big turd insult. That's what they always say. Live Like Peacefully says, I sure there's more to the story than just disappear. Can't be. Wait, she disappeared? Did they find the body at least? Right? They found the body, right? She didn't just disappear? Like, are they gonna do an autopsy? Please do an autopsy. I know I'm just a random fox girl on the internet, character, lady, gal, roleplay, voice actress, and voice actress, in progress. I got mind blanked there. But, please do an autopsy. I don't believe it was, delete. Murder! Check for poisons, check for toxins. Could be anybody. As Mommy says, it makes sense people with autism are more likely. No, they're not. That's a stigma. They're trying to put it in your brain and program you guys. If they say it often enough, if you read it often enough on the internet, you believe it. F that. I don't. My whole family, my whole family's autistic. They are. If you have that trait, genetically like I do in my family, yeah, we just hide it. We're always masking. My whole family, all of us, to our own. There's different degrees to it. If we were gonna refer it to like temperatures, there's different measurements of autism. It's in my family. That's why my grandmother had 12 children. We're a very big family, and we're all, yeah, it's like we're all very unique and awesome. Yeah. Have more babies. That way you increase the percentage, guys. It's like people who are deaf. Deaf people want deaf babies because they want to speak the same primary language. They want to bond with their babies. I took ASL, and my professor, he explained that there is, like, people have preferences. Like, people who are deaf, parents that are deaf, they want their children to be like them because, you know, they're the parent. And they worry that, you know, there can be some worries if their kid isn't like them, that they won't communicate as well in their upbringing and their growth and development. Because then it's like, oh, your kid can hear, but you're both deaf and you can't teach your kid how to learn certain things in education. Because there's differences in, like, communication. I watch documentaries and films. Go check it out, guys. The deaf community is thriving. It's alive! It was pretty cool. It was a really good class to take. I took it for a language course, ASL. American Sign Language. Pretty cool guy. So my professor, I forgot his name, which is a good thing. I don't want to share his personal info on the internet. I don't want him, you know, being found and stuff. By anybody who likes to dig too deep on people's backgrounds and stuff like that. But my professor, will call him, I'm gonna choose a food, we'll call him Mr. Tater Tot, because he looked like a cute little tater tot to me. His boyfriend is from Mexico! So he would talk about all their trips together, but he was deaf. My professor was. Mr. Tater Tot was deaf, but he said that, I want to say he understood reading lips pretty well. So yeah, if there's an ASL teacher professor at a college or university, community college, there's a requirement for them to at least have education, upbringing with being either hard of hearing or deaf. Because that way they're like fully diversified in the culture. There is a deaf culture too. Yeah, I still have my books. Am I a little rusty? Sure. My grandfather, he's deaf in one ear. He served his time in the military, and during training, a bomb blew off, and his ear has never been the same. So when I talk to my grandfather, I'm like, Grandpa! Abuelo! Abuelo! You have to talk really loud. And he's like, what, mija? What? And I'm like, hi. No, nobody is, though. He's really sweet. I don't mess with my grandpa. My grandpa can have, he can be pretty chill. He likes to talk a lot. Yeah, he's pretty cool. He's supposed to wear a hearing aid, but he doesn't. Psycho says, Tater Tot, Mr. Tater Tot! Nature Greed. Does it make you clammy that we're talking about seppuku and alt delete? Yeah, there's a lot to live for, guys. There's people out there that are born with their differences. Yeah. But, I mean, I'm sure they also have... Yeah, they definitely do. They definitely have their own struggles when it comes to, like, career and... Especially when you want to pursue music, but you're deaf. Live Like Peacefully says, "Hello, Tater Tots." Yeah, he was a Tater Tot. He was really cool. He told us a joke about how see, people who are deaf can't hear themselves fart, right? So he was talking about that. And I asked a really silly question. It sounds ridiculous, but he laughed about it. So he had a sense of humor. I asked him, I was like, "Mr. Tater Tot, what? It's just gonna sound ridiculous." And people looked at me like, you know, what I was gonna ask, anticipating. I was like, when someone because they're deaf, so they can't hear themselves fart, but you can feel a fart. You can smell and hear. You can smell and feel a fart, right? When you squeeze one out of your squeaky cheekies. But if you can't hear it, did you really fart? And so he was laughing. And some people were looking at me like, that's so stupid. But he's laughing and he's like, well, yeah. He's like, sometimes he'll blame it on a hearing person that somebody else farted and not him in public. You know? Like, oh, I didn't fart, even though I technically did. It was that person. So they play it off like they didn't do it. It's kind of cool. It's my little shared experience in school. It sounds ridiculous, but I wanted to know. I was like, do you get bashful? Do you say, excuse me? I'm sure they do. They're like, oh, excuse me, I farted. It's natural. Oh, there's also, like, the complications of people also dating. Like, hearing people dating deaf people. Being able to communicate. That sort of thing. There's some stories out there. I'm sure some people go on Tinder and to find love. I wouldn't say Tinder's the best place to find love. It's more hookups, though. Mommy says, truly evil deeds! It's like, it wasn't me! It was them. They do. He even acted it out. It was pretty funny. See, I like people with a sense of humor because I don't have the best sense of humor. I need to find my polar opposite. Someone who laughs all the time. Someone jolly! And Mommy says, heh. Live Like Peacefully says, yeah, true. I have a bag of tater tots in the freezer to try, so yeah, I have much to live for. Who's gonna fry them? I know, there's so much to live for. But I believe she was murdered! Sorry, we went on the story time. Murder!
Sword because on one hand, it allowed her endless empathy for those in her care. But it also means that she took everything negative to heart.
Ethan vows to continue Michaela's work rescuing animals in need, as well as bringing up their daughter, Freya, to be the kind person her mother was.
Guys, no mother with a baby.
Oh,
Look,
hell yeah.
no mother with a child, let alone a husband, would leave their child behind like that. Instinctively, her maternal instincts would kick in, and she wouldn't go through with it. It's murder, guys. I'll hold it to the day I die. It's murder. I'll be old and crinkly like a raisin. I'll be the old raisin lady online still streaming with my shriveled up tetas and be like, it was murder. I would, definitely. I'm not kidding, guys. Would you leave your child behind? I'd be like, F the online community. They suck. That would be my reaction. You guys suck. What a bunch of turds. And I'd be like, I have a child. I can't alt-delete myself. I have to care for my living, flesh-breathing offspring. Hell no. Murder. Honor. Murder.
As well as bringing up their daughter, Freya, to be the kind person her mother was. Michaela Rains was 29 years old. If you or someone you know is
attractive, successful business, has a child, married to an adventurous guy who loves nature and animals, something's not adding up here. I'm the only one. There's gonna be someone reacting to my chant. Sup? I hope your day's good. I hope you poop today. Poop is good. If you don't poop, you explode and die. Because the poop goes and the liquid spreads throughout your body. Your intestines can explode. Some medication can cause a very strong constipation. And people die because they took the medication, not because necessarily constipation. Or both. A friend of mine back in college, sorry, a friend of mine back in college, her dad died because he couldn't poop for 3 weeks. Older fella, taking tons of medication, like more than 5 different medication. It caused him severe constipation, and that's how he died, guys. Poop is serious. Poop health is very important. Intestinal health, yes. You could be so backed up, the inner lining of your intestines could have so much old poop and grime stuck there that you could be weighing an extra 5 to 10 pounds because you didn't flush out completely. True thing. A silent, deadly killer. Mama says, who's gonna goon to Yaoi if I'm gone? That's right, no one. Yaoi's pretty lit. It's pretty good. There's some good yaoi out there. If you recommend, let me know. something of like not too saucy. Christian says, and unfair. We talked about this with Bladed Angels video. That's just irresponsible. Yes, it can be seen as irresponsible, but I don't think she left willingly. Where was he the day of the event? He had to be present. You don't think he just watched, right? This sounds really messed up, but you don't think the love of your life would just watch you do it? I'd be like, get over here! I'm gonna smack some sense into you. We got a daughter. Do you understand? We got a daughter making a living, breathing business. You see those foxes out there? They gotta eat. Who's gonna feed them? Nobody but you and I. Do you think our child can feed them? No. Smack, smack. They can't. They can't, guys. I'll smack the living hell out of my spouse. I'm like, you know what? Time out for you. No more internet for you. I'm taking the internet away. We should see those. We should see those go viral. People are like, nope, my wife's in timeout. My husband's in timeout because he's letting the internet destroy his thoughts. It's like, we like, you live in nature. You have a nature preserve of foxes. I don't believe it. Nope. Tangent for life. No, I'm gonna rage. Live Like Peacefully says, still too young. Psycho says, exactly. Live Like Peacefully says, can't leave your child behind. Right there is to live. Yeah. 𝐸𝐴 says, she freaking alt-delete herself. Yes. Live Like Peacefully says, yeah, true. I have a bad tater tots. Christian says, there's still more racing games to play before I go. Sorry, guys, I keep burping. I'm emotional. I start burping. Psych is proof we still need it. I'm telling you.
Struggling with mental health challenges, emotional distress, substance abuse problems, or just needs to talk. Call or text 988 or chat at 988lifeline.org 24/7. No.
Oh, Noodle, you can't have my coffee. It's mine. Who's gonna feed Noodle? You think my dad's is going to patiently listen to Noodle scream all day? She screams a lot. She goes, she does it every time I come home. She's like screaming like a hot, boiling stove pot of water. What do they call it? A pot? A hot pot? What do they call it? I can't remember. A tea kettle? Yes, like a stove top tea kettle. She just screams every time I come home. No one has patience for dogs like that like I do. I'll deal with it. I'll have her screaming at me, jumping off the walls, throwing herself at me. Noodle's like less than a foot tall. She's little. She's a small dog. Nobody, guys. Nobody but me. Attractive? Did I emphasize attractive for you? No. Can't be. She still looks good for having a kid too. Is that a belly? Is that a belly ring? I'm telling you guys. I'm saying. Those are pieces. This is slapping no sense. Slapping some sense. Your job hasn't been done yet, soldier. That's right. No more internet for you. I'm managing our finances. You're grounded for a month. Hell yeah, guys. I'm like, wifey, you need a vacation. Girl, you need a vacation. I can't. I wouldn't be able to stand there and watch them go through with it. I'd be struggling with them. I'd be covered in blood, scratches, and bruises all over. My face probably punched a few times because, I mean, my alternate, because, you know, probably would be a dude. I'd be fighting with a grown man. Not today, soldier! Not today! I'm so aggressive, guys. I'm very aggressive when it comes to people I love. Like strong, passionately aggressive. I would tackle a grown-ass man. Not today, soldier. I literally would throw all my weight on a grown man, knowing he could probably throw me across the room. Like, what does she weigh? Like, probably 130, 120? Depending on how tall she is. Yeah. He looked like he could handle it, right? Where is he? Yeah, you could have been like, tackle her moment, but he might have not been present. Yeah, could be. I still want evidence. I want proof. I want documents. I want receipts. What did you do that day? What did her parents do that day? Who's also been on their premises recently within the past month? What about the phone lines? I would be so deep dive into it. If this was my daughter, we can think about it from that perspective. If this is my daughter, I would go apeshit, guys. I would. I'm like, I'm gonna find you, motherfucker. I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna find your little ass behind that computer screen out there. Yeah, you cyberbully. I'm gonna find your ass. Don't fuck with me. I would go bananas. I'm gonna find you. They're gonna turn this into a movie, because you're gonna be all over the walls when I'm done with you. No, I don't play. It's like, oh, me? I can laugh it off and be like, oh, it's another troll online. Oh, great. I read your comment before. Not very creative. I'll delete myself? Yeah, whatever. I don't really give a damn. I'm too airheaded to really have enough patience and focus time on negative comments. I'm just like, delete! You want me to all delete myself? I'll delete your comment. Delete! But if it's my baby, and my baby goes through with it, no. There will be a documentary made after I'm done with you. A very intense graphic documentary. You guys should really check out the show. There's a show called Happily Heavenly After. Cyberbullies get punished in that episode. There's an episode, I think episode 4 or 5. Cyberbullies encouraged a celebrity to off herself. She goes through with it. She goes to heaven, by the way. The cyberbullies consisted of random people on the internet, journalist, a friend of hers that shared all the information. Their head becomes the keyboard, becomes a letter on the keyboard, and the devil himself smashes his fingers into their heads because their heads become the keyboard. It's like an eternal punishment in hell. That is such a good scene. If you're riled up by this, because this could be your relatives, this could be your daughter, your wife, your girlfriend, well, it could be your mom. Yeah, and think about her daughter someday, guys. Her daughter's gonna be watching people talk about her mom. Like, how do you think he's gonna explain that to his kid? She's like, I want mommy. Where's mommy at? That hits hard, guys. I still want to find who really did it. I gotta show you. Rest in peace, my beautiful foxy lady. My heavenly ever after. If you're riled up by this like I am, just thinking about it. If this is my kid, I go crazy. My heavenly... Yeah. Why not? Right? The cyberbullies went off online, being obnoxious as fuck. I think they deserve to be spanked publicly. Can we have a public spanking, please? Can we bring that back to modern day punishment? I want to see you spanked with a paddle in front of the whole nation. That's the punishment I want to see. I would request that. I'm like, oh, I found the cyberbullies. Here's my request. Because it's either I punish them, and there's a documentary about how brutal it was, or you punish them, but to my request. I want a public spanking, them bent over, butt cheek naked, because it hurts more, with the most painful, barbaric looking paddle ever seen to man. And I want it whacked so hard that they can't walk for a month, at least. It's like, you still get to live with your crimes, but you're humiliated in front of the whole nation. I would request that. Sounds crazy, but it's better than being sent to a death row, right? Like, which do you prefer? Humiliation or death sentenced? You tell me. My heavenly ever after. Korean drama. Drama for your mama. Yeah, I'm so haywired now. Can you imagine? Yeah, I think I can take it because my family's dealt it towards me pretty hard. Family can be brutal too. It's like, oh, I can take online bullying because my family is a whole nother level. You have no idea, guys. What kind of things can happen inside of a family. Don't ever go into a fox den. Not all foxes are nice. I'm a nice fox. I think I'm a presentable, respectful fox. That's just so good, though. Heavenly Ever After? Yeah. I mean, a relative bullied me in high school. I can take it. I've dealt some things. There's some things I wish to share with you, but I can't. I really want to, but it's probably best never said. Some horrible things happen. But I'm alive! Oh well. I'm still here, motherfucker. Okay, so here's another one. Korean drama. Back onto this punishment scene. Bullying punishment. It's gonna feel good. I've gotta find it for you. Oh, man. And I can't show Netflix either. I have a Netflix subscription, but I can't show that scene. My Heavenly Ever After Korean drama. I think it's called Keyboard Scene. I gotta find it. They're not gonna show it. Really? Here it is. Heavenly Ever After Episode 5 review. No. I gotta find it. Basically, they go to heaven, but people also go to hell. And online bullies, I think it was like a large group of them. There was like 9, 10 people. They became the keyboard, and their head was the button. That one's so satisfying. Brutal, but satisfying. Okay, I'll just recommend it because they're not gonna have it. It's too messed up. Christian says you can share it in members only live stream for real? How do I do that? Psycho says, trust me, I've got nuts in my family as well. I think we're all a little nutty, but don't take it out on someone else. My relative didn't have to take it out on me, you know, but they did. Oh well, you know. I don't tell them things anymore. I learned from my experience. Learn your lesson. You can't share certain things with people because they'll blab about it and make fun of you for it. Openly. Yeah, no. I learned my lesson. Even says that's why they want likes and followers. What does that mean? What does that mean? Eva says all this online bullying that these people who are miserable, they're just talentless people who think bullying is a talent. Bullying is harassment. They will find you. There's gonna be a vigilante hacker out there that's like, oh, the poor attractive fox lady is gone. No, I liked her. And they're gonna get fired up, and then they're gonna go find them. I'd be like, yeah, you go do that, vigilante. Go do that, hacker. Go find the people who are responsible for the bullying. So they can be publicly spanked! Please! That's the only request I have. Public spanking, bare bottom. Whole nation viewing, or death row. I don't think they'll allow that. They're gonna be like, oh, that's unlawful, Sprinkles. We don't take requests. Too bad for you. I'm like, I'll do it. Put an apple in their mouth. You know? Alright, little piggy, you squealed too much online for being a hater. Time to get spanked and roasted. Christian says, you can, I should try sharing in members only. Christian says, now you're starting to sound like Slink Man from Camp Palazzo! No! I like Slink Man! He's like, oh, he's so cute! Isn't that the lizard boy? Psycho says, trust me. Psycho says, public spanking reinitiated? Yes. Can we have public spanking for cyberbullies? Bare bottom, juicy apple in mouth. Squealy little piggy, gotta squeal harder. This is my piece of Lisa Sprinkles interview. Claims she will suplex her husband for no tater tots and bag and go rampage. Maybe not for tater tots. But definitely if they try to seppuku themselves, I'll delete. You bet! I'm gonna be like, hey guys, my hands are bruised and messed up because I had to save someone from all deleting themselves. Yeah. Can you imagine having to save your child from all deleting themselves? They had to have known. They all knew about it. They all knew about it. I think that's what bothers me the most. You knew, but you didn't take her off online? You didn't take her phone away? I can't. I'm helicopter mom. I'm taking your phone away. We're gonna do puzzles together. That's what you're gonna do. That's what I would do. Saika says, what did she eat? I don't know. Aggressive sprinkles? Very aggressive? Yeah, no. I'm gonna go pray now. I'm gonna be like, I'm praying to the elf goddess. I can't find that scene. And I'm angry now. Very angry. Satisfy my anger with violence. Heavenly Ever After, hell scenes. Oh yeah, we'll find it. No, there's just people explaining it. No. No. Yeah, no. We're not gonna find it, guys. I'm sad. It says... Psycho says, Sprinkles, the unit! Christian says, if your brains ain't working right, then I'll make the decision for us. Luis Lopez from GTO, the ballad of Gay Tony. Gay Tony was very happy. Happy Tony. I can't find it. I'm sad now. Go to home. I would. Do you think it's valid for somebody to be that angry? I can't believe I got riled up and it's not even my kid or my wife. But I'd be pretty mad. I will literally fight you. Oh, you want to go alt-delete? Throw myself at you. I don't care how many times you punch me in the face. I'm gonna do my best to make you surrender and succumb to people who love you. Mommy says, Sprinkles, I'm gonna be real. This gotta be the most stupid thing I've ever heard. Nature Grin says... Sprinkles, rational people don't end themselves. Mental illness are illnesses. Dying from ending oneself should be treated like any other fatal illness. I don't know. Live Like Peacefully says, watch your child grow up into an adult. Yeah, and then all of your effort, all of your baby wiping the bum-bum. You know, you gotta wipe your babies. All the bathing, cleaning, clothes, pictures, videos. Sentimentally, she deserved better than what she decided to do. I don't know, especially if you dedicate your life to saving foxes. I think if anybody is riled up or upset over it, it's valid, because it could be anybody you care about. Some people look over and gloss over the event like, oh, it wasn't my relative, right? Some people think like that. They're like, oh, it wasn't my wife. I'm not too bothered by it. It happens all the time. Aki Dearest does a cover about in Japan. People are so accustomed to somebody all deleting themselves at the train station because they jump onto the tracks. They find a way because life gets so stressful that people gloss over it like it's nothing. Like it's like running over a pigeon or something. Some people become too numb. Sometimes you need to run into somebody like me who still has their humanity left in them to say and rant about being disappointed or being upset when it could easily happen to you or your child or someone you care about. Sometimes you need to hear that little rant because you're so numb that you need to hear it from somebody who cares. I care. I don't know you. I don't know your favorite color, but you matter. You guys matter. If one of you committed alt-delete, hell yeah, I'd be like, where's your mom and dad? Where they at? Probably not, because they need time to mourn. Yeah, I don't have to know you completely, but your life matters to me. You're just sitting there gawking at the screen like, you for real, Sprinkles? Yeah, you matter to me. If one of you all deleted, I'd be pretty pissed off. I'd be like, if I had known, I would have threw myself at you. All, yeah, not today, mother sucker. Not today. Or had a relative, like, encourage them to be like, no, like, you physically have to retain them at some point. You can't leave them alone with themselves. No. Nope. Nope. I mean, I guess I love hard. I love too deep and too passionately and hard to let that happen so easily. It happens, though, even when you're not being present. It could happen because you left the room for a minute. But still. Yeah. Yeah, guys. Psycho says, that's sad. Nature Grant says, V engines belongs to God. Christian says, he's a slug. Who's a slug? Psycho says, volunteer worker. You think so? Like Peacefully says, yeah, I've been through worse. I got bullied before, but it never got to me. I was unfazed. It was like, oh well, guess I'm famous around these parts. Yeah, that's how I saw it. Okay, so TMI, but I was made fun of for lady things. I'll let your creative mind go off of that. I won't say specifically for what, but they all talked about my lady things. And I was mocked for that, which sounds ridiculous because biology's biology. Yeah, don't share things with people, personal things with people, if they're just gonna shit on you for it. Eva says, see, likes and followers. We should send her some flowers. Do they have a place to send her flowers? I know people react to it and they're like, oh, that's sad. I'm sorry for you. My condolences. Nah, I want to send her flowers. Does anybody know? Do you have a place I can send you flowers? I don't know about traveling all the way up there because I'm still like some rando on the internet. But, you know, my condolences and here's some flowers. It's not going to bring her back, but they're pretty. Maybe a potted flower so that way they can bloom every year and you can plant it. Why send somebody cut flowers that are going to die in a few weeks when I can send you a potted flower that you can, like, keep alive for longer? Can they do that? Are they accepting that? I mean, they're accepting donations, right? Do you guys want to do a donathon for this foxy lady? Do you wanna? Even if we raise $20, because I know you guys have expenses and it's really difficult. That's why my memberships is $1, because I don't want my memberships to be expensive. I'm a little person. I'm a little streamer, and my streaming is it's more of like a hobby for fun, full time. I did have to take that week break though, because you just gotta sometimes. But do you want to do that? Do you want to send her flowers, guys? Yeah, because I don't know them, it would be like, oh my gosh, who's this rando bringing us flowers? Sorry. I want to send you flowers. I don't know, maybe send you, like, what kind of flower could you send somebody? I'm being for real, though. I'm serious, guys! I want to send flowers! So I guess it's Terminator Sprinkles, yes? That's my baby! A Terminator, complete. Morito says, I only care about people I know. I guess I care about people in general. Maybe? Yeah, maybe. Am I the odd one out here? Probably. Probably the odd one out here. Sorry, guys. I'm a 1 in a million that you could come across that would send you flowers. One of my community members all delete themselves? I'm sending you flowers. You can't smell them anymore, but you can look at them from the astral plane of the spiritual world, maybe. We're all energy, so there's gotta be some external consciousness there. Like when people have surgery and they see their body being operated on. It's like a higher sense of self. I send you flowers. Yeah, but there's got to be a place to do it, because I don't want to show up there and be like, hi, I'm that one person on the internet. How are you doing? That's too odd, strange, and people need their space to grieve. Can we do that? Do they have that anywhere? No. Christian says, can we gawk to you? Can we gawk to you on Discord voice calls? Gawk? What does that mean? We're not gonna do girlfriend-boyfriend ASMR on Discord. We all saw how that ended for Gunpei. Gunpei did that. She gave in to her community's special requests. And she all-deleted her account. I think it works for some people, but not for me. I'm sorry, guys. I can't roleplay on a Discord call. Gunpei, even though your community was obsessed with you, because you kind of you designed it that way. You know, kudos to you for being able to do voice call and be their girlfriend. Like, wow, that's a lot of guys and girls. There could have been some women on there pretending to be a dude who likes some Yuri action. Oh, Psychos is confused. Eva says yes. Psychos says donathons are nice. Yeah, we could. We could do just it won't be a lot though. I'd be like, warning. Warning advice. Sprinkles is not a very big streamer. Her donations will not be very big. Her community is little. And her memberships are $1. So, Julian says sup. Hello, Julian. Julie says, I'm a real G. I don't play on a hooky cause of my side of delicious frosted sugar cookies, but I'm ballin', man. Ain't no thing. Cookie rookie gang score with these frosted sugar cookies? That sounds good. So I guess I would never be that obsessed. But like peacefully says, yeah, I can't, guys. I'm sorry. I can't do that to you. I can't falsely do that to you on a Discord call. Nah. Let's react to something else because I'm sad now. I crashed on my little angry tangent. I'm crashing now. That's good. You gotta have your ups and downs. At least you know my reaction was vibrant. I'm sure people said worse. The bullies that are probably gonna go viral at some point after being found, they will be at some point. I'm sure they got a username, the username's got an email, and then the username's also got a phone number. I mean, come on. Yeah. Use your power for good, not for evil. Neuro over here saying balls. Evil Neuro. I'm trying to figure out what I want to watch. Muujin! Muujin can make light of even the most horrible, disastrous event. He can still find a cynical way to laugh about it. That's why I enjoy his content. You can still laugh about it, Muujin. Yeah, you will not make money as a streamer. Also, thank you, Sayako, for the coconut juice. It didn't go through. But it didn't go through, so they gave me the payment instead because the seller was out of it. They were out of stock for the coconut water. So, what do you guys want to buy? What little treat would you like to buy for our community? There's no artwork you can buy for $40, unfortunately. Muujin! We can do Muujin. I'm craving Muujin too. I need my cynical news reporter guy. I do. Asmon Gold update! Yeah, there's so much war going on, by the way. I know there's World War III. Nobody wants to talk about World War III. No, I don't either. I don't either. Muujin! Let's see. Muujin. V2. I'm spelling your name wrong. I'm sorry. VTuber. See if it pops up. Oh, thank goodness. Go check out Muujin! Predator, we can do this one. I think 𝑣Tuber, she's pretty good too. Rima gets harassed really bad. No, I don't see so much for Muujin. People just block him. But 𝑣Tuber, the foxy lady, they used to tease her and say she was a horsewoman. She kind of owned it for a while, but she's technically a fox. Her avatar. Yeah, you really take it pretty well, Rima. I'm saying that as a compliment. I don't think... Yeah. Especially with all that exposure. You have a very large audience.
No matter how many people get exposed, we keep finding more. And seeing that VTubing is a part of the entertainment industry, they also unfortunately share that same point in common. More specifically, in one of the two biggest VTubing corporations on the planet, Niji-Sanji. I mean, seriously, this company keeps raising the bar as to how to not do things the right way, to the point where they have an entire playlist on my channel just dedicated to how bad of a company they are.
Guys, would you still join Niji-Sanji for a moment of fame? They go into how she actually needed to pay Twisty, the voice actress, the talent for Twisty. She had to pay an additional $10,000 on top of all the items they got prepared for her to be a streamer for their company. Which is, I think that's the worst part about this. You join an agency and now you are in debt to the agency. A lot of people say you might as well invest in becoming a VTuber on your own. There's a lot of affordable prices. You can learn how to rig. I'm currently rigging at the moment. I would show you, but it's for my new adventures. I want to keep the two separate. I'm testing the waters to see how important branding is. Branding is obviously important, but I think I shot myself in the foot with my current branding. I put a lot of effort into what I do, but my outreach is kind of negative and really little. It's like really slow. And it's because of my branding. People are scared of me. They avoid me on Twitter. Would you rather be hated or avoided? I get avoided. People are too afraid of me on Twitter. They're like, oh no, it's a software. Oh, and I'm like, no, I'm a real person. Go check out my streams. Go do investigative work. Doesn't take very long for you to realize I'm real. I share pictures of my babies, my fur babies. Their surgery. I won't show you their, like, stomach, you know, scarring. I won't show you kimchi's stomach scarring, because I don't want that on the internet forever. I'd rather that just be a brief moment of his life that he's healing from being neutered, not something you'll get to revisit when you want to, you know? Because once you upload it, it's there. Like, this is there forever. This VOD, me ranting, my little upset moment, because I think it's valid. Some people have personal experiences, too. I know a woman, she's into fashion. She has a business. I can't give you her name, because, you know, protecting her identity. She actually attempted alt-delete with her scarf. And she told me the story back in school. In that collegiate program. Very talented. And I think she's so intelligent, so eloquent. I love her. She's a tall glass of water. And she married, she married good. She married into wealth. I don't blame her. The guy was intrigued by her beauty and her intelligence. But yeah, she tried to alt-delete with a scarf. Guys, she's very successful. I'm not kidding. You could be missing out on a successful future if you just stick around and tell people on the internet to, you know, bug off. To shag off. Psycho says, salute! Thank you, Under 7 Men. Member for 5 months! Thank you! Aww. I want to find a way to give you guys free gifts, like to download wallpaper. I started hiring artists to do digital art. I've never done it before until 2025. It's a big deal, other than the model, which counts as art. Send a coffin, I can't read it. I'm sorry, send coffin. It must be deleted. I'm sorry, I only monitor English chat and I don't have a moderator who speaks Japanese. I'm sorry. Remove. Because I can't moderate it. English only chat. If I had a moderator who spoke multiple languages, they would be paid some good money. But I can't afford to hire one or pay them, so I don't have one. Sorry, buddy. English only. Under 7 minutes, yes! 5 months! You make me feel worthwhile, thank you! Even if it is an affordable membership, it still feels good. They said, YouTube said they'd be paying us soon. Paying me soon on the 28th. This will be my first payment, guys. In the past 3 years of streaming, this is my first payment. I'm telling you. I really butchered myself with my branding. Fear me, internet. Fear me because you do not put in the effort of looking up my streaming, my videos, my VODs, my community. Like, do some effort before you think I'm scary. Keep avoiding me on Twitter, internet. I'm super flexing now. Avoid me, fear me. With ignorance and not knowing. It's okay, you don't know. But seriously? Okay. There's a lot of VTubers with cyber names. Or AI in it. But you fear me? Sprinkles? The boobless virtual woman? I guess. Hear that, guys? People are afraid of me. They do! They're scared of me. Tyler says, my entire body is warm. Oh, that's good. Saigil says, head pat. Nature Green says, I volunteer. Really? No, Nature Green. I can't subject you to that. Too much power. Too much power for Nature Green. I have a feeling with too much power, Nature Green. Nope. I can't. It's a lot of responsibility. Julian! Can you react to generosity, please? I don't know what that is. Tyler! Hello, Tyler! Psycho says, yes, the sprinkle wallpaper is fire. Thank you. Please go check out the artist. I sent their bio on Twitter. You have to check out my Twitter. I couldn't find an account for them. I checked, but they're on VGen. Go check them out. Go show them some love and support. They worked with me, and I think it's stunning. It's my warrior pose. Super Fox Flex. Big giant warhammer. All right, proceed, Mujin. Yes, please. Make me feel better.
They also, unfortunately, share that same point in common. More specifically, in one of the two biggest VTubing corporations on the planet, 𝑛𝐺𝐺. I mean, seriously, this company keeps raising the bar as to how to not do things the right way, to the point where they have an entire playlist on my channel just dedicated to how bad of a company they are. Starting in February 2024, when one of their
𝑣Tuber, don't get soggy. Don't get soggy, 𝑣Tuber. I don't want to have my community members have to moderate me because I know what can happen. There's a lot of stories that sometimes it's best to have someone externally do it. It's different when one of your fan or community members do it. Yeah, and the relationship can get weird. Do you guys remember Kenji, the VTuber? He had someone moderate him, but she ended up being like a die-hard fan for him. And so their relationship got murky and less professional. That could easily happen. And 𝑣Tuber, I value our relationship within our community more than having you placed as moderator, because then our relationship would change. And I don't want that. Yeah. When you have a moderator, you can have disagreements too with what's okay, what's not okay. Then there's the hiring fee. I don't want to put myself in a position I can't handle. I couldn't handle having to be strictly professional. It feels so much more better being casual in this relationship, you know? Virtual anime VTuber, community member buddy. It is, honestly. The relationship's a lot healthier compared to what happened to Sun Kenji. Yeah, after that, they didn't talk anymore. Yep, because she doxed him too. And sometimes, 𝑣Tuber, you can be kind of creepy. Yeah, sometimes you can be a little creepy, suggesting how many ways you could find me online, and I don't know if you're joking or not. Kind of hard to tell. So no! Nope! Sorry, little buddy. I don't want to be the next VTuber who gets doxed for hiring one of our community members. It could happen, and I don't want you to be tempted either. That's what I mean by the power there. You do get a lot of power. You get to see a lot. You can make a lot of changes too. A lot of control there. Nope. And I'm not a little baby you need to take care of either. I'm a grown woman. I'm grown, guys. I'm grown. 𝑣Tuber, I'm sorry for that. It's okay. Yeah, I just have to call it. Yeah, it's okay, little buddy. As long as you're aware of it. Can you imagine? Not everybody's nice about it. I'll be gentle about it. Some people are so cruel. I've heard some mean, nasty things VTubers can say, or just streamers can say. Yeah, I'm not gonna tear into you. It's okay. You're honestly giving me good pointers too, of how to avoid doxing myself. So thank you. Julian says, react to the best cookies known to man. Generosity. I might, but Muujin. Tyler, yes, you get a virtual hug, buddy. Alright, Muujin. Enough, Muujin.
Their talents almost took their own life because of their toxic work culture, with them then deciding to terminate her and turn her own coworkers against her in one of the worst streams imaginable. And then slowly but surely, over the next months after that major incident, we started to truly understand the depth of the toxicity present internally at 𝑛𝐺𝐺. With the last video being almost 6 months ago, talking about how one of their biggest male VTubers is a serial harasser, targeting women internally, especially the ones that joined the company recently, and trying his best to take advantage of them. How could this get any worse, you might ask? Well, we just got new information on that VTuber specifically. The victim in question gave us more information about the things that he did to her, and even included an audio clip of her confronting him in a voice call and him replying to her. But what—
See, guys, it could even be mutuals, and the relationship gets weird. Have some boundaries. Be careful online. Can you imagine your favorite idol taking advantage of you because, like, you're a diehard fan? Hell no! I draw the line. Yeah, nope. And I also heard that one of them was beating his Twinkie to someone else on a voice call before they joined and became a talent to 𝑛𝐺𝐺. Oh, 𝑛𝐺𝐺. Tisk, 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 my dear. All the, you know, the forbidden files you have. Tisk, tisk, tisk. don't know. Why would she beat your Twinkie on a Discord? I mean, I don't have a Twinkie, so I guess I don't know. Psycho says, yeah, that makes sense. Julian says, wait, do you have RGB hair? Yes, I do. Julian says, wait, that's cool. Thank you. Psycho Sprinkles comes in all colors. I do. All colors, shapes, and forms.
What prompted this? This victim already gave us information 6 months ago. Why come out now out of all times and give us more information? Well, it's actually because someone leaked a voice call she was in from 6 months ago, back in December 2024, in which she insulted over 1 billion people due to their race, called for the death of all men on the planet, and admitted that she was a transphobe. Yes, it's because of this voice call leaking that the victim decided to turn their apology into mostly talking about Aster. Okay, I'm not even kidding. I wish I was. This is like 2 videos in one, and honestly, it is such a train wreck that we have to talk about it. So let's do this. Alright, so this whole controversy involving Aster Arcadia and his behavior internally actually started with a completely separate incident. It involved none other than Luca Kaneshiro, one of the biggest male VTubers at Nijisanji. His ex-mod, 𝑯𝑨𝑽𝑬 tweeted this out on March 29th, 2024, saying, my experience with Java/Luca Kaneshiro, linking a Google Doc that is 58 pages long. This was a very extensive document showing receipts, DMs, and a lot of different proof in regards to how Luca is behind closed doors. Someone who is manipulative and borderline sociopathic. And as the thumbnail of my video about him suggests, yes, one of the things this document talks about is how he beat his meat in VR chat to 𝑯𝑨𝑽𝑬 without her consent. It honestly couldn't get more ridiculous, and it's safe to say that it ruined his reputation. Not to mention that Nijisanji just barely went through a PR disaster with Selen Tatsuki's termination, so this didn't help at all. But here's the thing, this whole document mostly talked about Luca Kaneshiro except one paragraph on page 55. This section had the title, Aster Arcadia Harassing Other Coworkers, saying, I can confirm that Luca said that multiple girls were coming to him about the issue since management wouldn't do anything, and he discussed it with both Elira and I. I personally told him to gather as much evidence as possible and bring it to management since it shouldn't be Luca and Elira's job to regulate this issue. To my understanding, nothing was done about it. 𝑯𝑨𝑽𝑬 then showed a DM that she received from a Nijisanji English VTuber saying, to help you with clarity, I remember that incident, it was Aster. To which 𝑯𝑨𝑽𝑬 said, another Nijisanji liver confirmed by DMs that the Aster allegations after this had been made public. So in a nutshell, even Luca, who was toxic and manipulative in his own way, was getting DMs from multiple Nijisanji VTubers, we're talking talents here, telling him to help them convince management to do something about Aster Arcadia. Like, imagine it getting this bad. Having God knows how many VTubers complain and management still not budging. This was the first time that the mainstream VTubing community was made aware about this, about Aster's behavior internally. And instead of Nijisanji making a statement about this document regarding Luca or Aster, we only heard crickets because Nijisanji was in full radio silence until May. On May 29th, 2024, 2 months after 𝑯𝑨𝑽𝑬 had posted her document, she tweeted, I was just served a cease and desist from Anycolor Inc. in paper, Anycolor being the parent company of Nijisanji. I fully intend to comply with it as I have until now and will continue to into the future. That is all I will share on the matter. Thank you. So Nijisanji had sent a team of lawyers after 𝑯𝑨𝑽𝑬 with a cease and desist letter, and if she didn't comply and take down the Google document, she would face the wrath of their lawyers. To many, this was an admission of guilt, them saying, yeah, everything this document's true, please get the hell out of here. But of course, the information was already out there, and this did nothing more but raise even more awareness about the document.
Guys, that's a lot of pages for a document. I wanted to give you guys time to hear his voice. I think if you have the right voice for especially talking about news, you're bound to make waves. Like, this is where I get all my source of information. He puts a lot of effort into it too. Making sure nobody peed in my room, the doggos. Yeah, it's getting kind of late. I gotta take him out one last time. But what do you think? Yeah, somebody beat their Twinkie in chat. It gets crazy. It's like, don't you have somebody to, you know, to share Twinkies with? You know, winky winky, kind of, you know, twinkie twinkie. I say Twinkie, that's my code for it. Psycho says, man, I couldn't read all of that at all. Yeah, that's a lot of pages. Nature Green says, do you need consent to beat your Twinkie? I think if you're engaging even, like, they call it, phone, sax phone, or sax texting. I kind of have to, you know, I try not saying explicit words, at least. I am 18 plus, so that's my demographic are adults, but YouTube's, requirements, I don't blame you. I do use some naughty words, forgive me. I do, openly. I'm an adult! Who doesn't? Of course adults curse. You slam your toe after getting out of the car, and you slam the door too hard, thinking that you're completely out of the car, and then you slam it on your toe. You bet their buns they're gonna be screaming a bunch of sailor words, curse words. I would be too. It's like, damn it, beep, beep, mother, beep, beep, beep. Yeah. My toe! It's happened to me before, sadly. I had my foot ran over by my mom. It was an accident. My grandmother was at the hospital back in middle school. I was in 6th grade. I wasn't even in the car yet, and AI mother started driving off, and I stood there watching her run over my foot. You see, the reason why I didn't fracture or break any bones, if you're being ran over, whether it be your hand, I don't know about your head. I can only speak about my foot. My foot was ran over. I didn't move. I had completely stayed still, and I was like, oh my god, this is what it feels like to have a car tire roll over your foot. I was like, don't move, Sprinkles. If you move, you're gonna break something. Because there's a lot of pressure in one section of your foot that's being ran over by the tire. So when, I don't know, for some reason it made sense to me not to move. I thought, just kind of accept death at this point. I was like, yeah, okay. I was like, I'm just standing there as she rolls over it with her tires. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, hey, Mom. And she's like, what? You're not in the car yet? And I was like, no. You ran over my foot. And she's like, just get in the car already. Sometimes moms are so like, life can be so chaotic that you're gonna run over your child's foot. But I didn't break anything because I didn't move. So, yeah. By experience, the time my mother ran over me, she ran over my limb. At least it wasn't my head or something. It's not like I dropped a quarter under the car, like pocket change money for like bake sales on Friday. And I'm like, oh, oopsie, I dropped a coin under the car. And then there goes my head. At least it was my foot. Psycho says stubbing a toe every single time. Angie. Psycho says Sprinkles acceptance unmatched. Nana says that didn't break it. I told you, you don't move. If your foot is being ran over, relax the body. If you tense up your foot, then the pressure being weighed from the car and your foot be, you know, the strain of your muscles, like clenching your fist. If you clench your fist as heavy weight rolls over it, you're gonna break something. Think about a drunk person. In my mind, there was a lot of things going through it, like a lot of things in my head at that time. I was like, oh my gosh, my mom's running over me. She hates me. My mom hates me. She ran over my foot. But then I thought, I don't want to get too emotional because then I'm going to instinctively pull away. Yeah, and then we went to the hospital and the nurse is like, oh, you're fine, Sprinkles. And I'm like, well, I learned how not to die by getting ran over. People, when they're drunk, their whole body is relaxed. They are so drunk and out of it. They could literally fall a story from their apartment building, at least a story or two, and manage to have nothing but bruises and mild injuries. But if you're fully conscious and not drunk, your whole body's gonna stiff and you're gonna clench up. And then that's why you end up having severe wounds from a fall of 2 stories. Or when a car rolls over your foot. You never tense up. You think to yourself, I'm a drunk person. I'm not saying fall over on your back. If I fell over while my foot was being ran over, sorry, I'm gonna look that way. My camera's faced at a different weird angle. That'd be the only reason. True story. Nana says that's scary. Nah, see? I forgive you, Mom. I still love you. I still love you. Sorry, I thought like it'd be cute if I winked and had my hand up. Like bring out the little hand thing. Yeah. So yeah, learn to forgive and move on. My mom ran over me. I forgive you. Where's my hands at? I gotta do it properly. I gotta do this properly. There it is. Oh, good! My sprout is working, so you don't see my... I love you, Mom! I still love you! I know you didn't mean to run over my foot back in middle school. The nurse is like, it's okay, Sprinkles, Mom. I've actually kept driving, and my son, he was still stuck to the car. So the nurse, her son, as she was dropping him off, she was so tired that morning, and she was rushing to work because she's late. Her son, we'll call him Tommy. Tommy's sweater got stuck to the car door because he slammed it on his clothes. And as she was driving away, 15 miles at least per hour, because there's like a cap at driving in a parking lot, especially at a school. It's like 5 to 10 to 15 miles per hour. He was screaming, Mom, Mom! And she wasn't paying attention, so she dragged her son on the side of her car. And she was like, that's my story, Sprinkles, Mom. I almost, you know, like, I dragged my son with my car because I was out of it, tired, exhausted, had work, running late, didn't sleep enough. And yeah, it happens. Sometimes you almost run over your kid, or you do. Yeah. Yeah. I still love you! I forgive you! See, guys, learn to forgive. My rando. So, alright, back to this. Psycho says, that must have been an experience. Yeah, it was interesting. I was like, this is what it feels like if my mom almost completely killed me. But not really. I lived. Nature Green says, I tried to tuck and roll while jumping out of a tree when I was a kid and kneed myself in the shin. Damn. Julian says, there's nowhere you can hide. No, Baldi's Basics Classic Remaster. Baldi scares me. I've never played that game because he terrifies me. I like bald people, but not Baldi. Not that character. Nature Green says, or you could just get out of the way. I was getting in the car. That was the thing. Your kids are getting in the car and your mom drives off before you get in the car. That's what happened to me. Yeah. Your kid's sweater getting stuck in the car door and you're driving off, you know, not realizing they're, you know, being dragged behind you on the side. It happens. You're going to become a parent someday, Nature Green. And you're like, it's obvious, kid. Get out of the way. It's like, it's not obvious if your kid's getting in the car and you're running late to work and you gotta drop them off at school. You're not thinking straight and you're not always paying attention. You might end up... It might happen to you, Nature Green. Dad, wait! Dad! I'm not out of the car yet, Dad! And your kid's just rolling behind you. It happens. Psycho says, Child Sprinkles had brains? Yeah, I was like, don't move. You're drunk. I just stood there and watched it happen. I was like, if I break my foot, I break my foot. Just relax. Yeah, complete acceptance. I thought, if my mom ends me, that's okay. I was like, at least it was my mom. I was like 13 years old. So think of a 13-year-old just staring at her foot. Yeah. Not everybody can stay calm like that. I think it's something you have to learn. Like, if I get injured, I ask myself, oh, I'm bleeding. I scraped my knees. I fell. You know, as a kid. Child. You think about it, yeah. Perspective of a kid. Not every kid reacts that way. Some kids are like screaming and yelling like they were, you know, like far worse case scenarios. They're like screaming their head off like they're dying. No, I just stood there and took it. I'm a whole not. There's a 1 in a million chance you meet a person like me. Yeah. I am like the other women. But my thought process is a little different. Says... Psycho says, bald man and math, no. Bald man and coffee, yes. Christian says, by the way, has anyone heard about COD Black Ops 2 making accurate predictions to the events of 2025? No, but that's unsettling. Like when The Simpsons makes accurate depictions of the future and world events. Scary. It's a cartoon. Cartoons should be fun, not predicting the future or the end of the world. Christian says, it has me on the edge. Nature Green says, no, I will surely die alone. Nature Green, there's gonna be a woman or man out there, depending on which way you swing. They're gonna be like, ooh, I want to have babies with you, and it will happen. But you gotta give yourself the opportunity. Yeah. Psycho says, I thankfully never broke a bone. You are 1 in a million chance of a person we'd meet that never broke a bone before. Crazy. Julian says, also next week, by my birthday! Happy belated birthday! That's lovely. Hopefully we'll be here to celebrate. Okay, sorry. I'm sorry, Mujin. I took the spotlight away from you. Go check out Mujin's video. I watched it already. I wanted to react to something relevant. I missed this. I could skim through it, but like... Oh yeah, we'll skim to this part, actually. Sorry, Mujin. I don't want to hear about the document. I did watch it. Go check him out. Go show him some love. Unsubscribe, motherfucker. Subscribe. This man read a lot of documents, more than 20 pages. For you, so you could have that information. Okay, let's hear her confession. Here we go. Deep dive, deep dive.
I'm prepared. The video starts off with context, saying Twisty is talking to her friend about one of her fans named Epic, who is Indian. I think you can already tell where this is going, right? Starting off strong. There are subtitles in this video, and whenever they're green, it means that Twisty is talking. It's 7 minutes, 45 seconds long, and I'm going to show you the 3 main, most important clips. You'll understand what I mean, starting with the first one. Watch.
Twitter's useless, but just to like...
me talking to Epic for like an entire 2 hours. But it's not that bad, I guess.
Well, talking to an Indian sounds pretty terrible.
Okay.
They have delicious food, how dare you?
God,
Yeah.
Guys, without India, we wouldn't have the spices we have today. I'm not kidding. We wouldn't have those spices, guys. I'm gonna move over since I'm looking at you guys. My screen's a little different. Or I'll stay here. Yeah! People stole from... historically, people stole from India. Their spices. There was a lot of war over it. War over salt and pepper because people were tired of eating flavorless porridge. I'm not kidding. How dare you? I mean, that's your personal opinion. Curry's phenomenal. Curry's delicious. Yeah, I like curry. Especially during COVID, I couldn't taste anything. I was like, curry it is. I can finally taste something. Everything tastes empty and soulless. Julie says exactly. Yeah. India has the reason why we have spices, lady. Without India, we wouldn't have anything. We need you. We do. Without you, we wouldn't know how to mix them together. They're really a strong influence for a lot of cuisines, guys. Yeah. A lot of cuisines. Curry's not the only thing they make. How can you say that? I'm serious!
Don't be a red light.
Excuse you!
Oh, I hate Epic and I hate his kind, so...
Jesus!
I feel like did you say something to him? Because he stopped sending me stuff.
Like money or what?
No.
You get your recommendations from a fan? I mean, I guess that's one trade-off if you're into it. Nato Green says, B. Leah Swartz says, love your hair, thank you. Nato Green says, not. How dare you, Nato Green? Nato Green, don't publicly share those kind of hateful comments. Keep it to yourself. They'll come for you, Nato Green. I'm just telling you. I can't save you if you're openly, willingly to say things like that. I mean, look what happened to Twisty. Like, half of the world is not in favor of her. You can have your own disagreements about not liking certain foods, but Jesus, a person? I get it. When you're in the entertainment, you're exposed to a lot of people, and some people can be really creepy. I've been exposed to creepers too, but I choose to be very polite and respectful, and I tell them directly, please don't be a little weirdo. You'll make it awkward for everyone. Keep some things to yourself. There's a polite way to go about it. Or you just put them in timeout. I put them in timeout. I'm like, oh, not today. Beep. Psycho says, oh, that's very weird. Very confusing. Evie says, I know some people who are racist towards because of the memes. Guys, their food's delicious. I like it. It soothes my soul. I feel like, oh my gosh, I am alive. I can taste something. What it says, I make vindaloo and tiki marasala. Tiki marasala? Ooh. I want some. I want some. I don't know if I've had either, but I want some. Layla Sword says, love anime. Yeah. I mean, think about the animators from India who help animate your favorite your favorite shows, guys. Yeah. When they say East Asia, they mean all of Asia. But not technically. If you're thinking about from like the directional standpoint of where you are versus the map, but you know what I'm saying. When they say Asia, they mean Asia. Yeah, India's a part of Asia, right? Or are they separate? Maybe. The Eastern Hemisphere. Little says, I worked with an Indian immigrant. I see. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, guys. Keep it to yourself. My gosh. Okay, you know what? If you want to say what you want to say, that's fine. I met a really sweet guy back in high school. He was a really chill guy. I was like, can I have some of the food your mom made you, please? Can I have some? I'm a foodie, okay? I'm a foodie, so I don't discriminate because their food's good. Julian says, I've also seen some creepers, and I'm not talking about Minecraft. I think creepers can be of all shapes, sizes, and colors and origins. It's not specifically Asia. It's not specifically India. There's a lot of creepers, guys. Female and male. Look at Kenji. He's attracted some female creepers. We all know how that went. Nature Green says, I didn't say that, but you would never travel there. I see, that's okay. You don't have to travel some places you're not comfortable with. That's your money. That's your finances. You know what I mean? Saika says, India is in Asia. That's what I mean, yeah. Brown Dwarf, howdy, Brown Dwarf! I missed you. Lelia Swartz says, this is a fact. Alright, go back to this lady ranting. We want to hear you rant, Twisty. Yes. Vent to us, Twisty. Remind us of why you went viral.
A bear or Epic? I don't remember saying anything to Epic, but I probably have called it. I've definitely called him a creep, but I don't know how recent.
Yeah, there are some online.
Yeah. Stop and
like, I definitely haven't spoken to him in months.
I think Epic is like attached to my she model.
I think so too.
Cause he was like,
awesome. I think he's a pedophile and an Indian.
I cannot wait to meet him tomorrow. Should have like a little meet and greet.
He's really like she.
Is Epic living?
Yeah, why?
I swear to God, if he shows up to my meet and greet, I'm gonna kill myself. I'm not even kidding.
Wait, why? Why?
Okay, I'm sure he's not gonna go, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know how far it is from him, but I feel like solely to piss me off, that is something he would do. People like Epic and Bear should honestly not.
Right, so I'm sure that's already one hell of a way to start the video. Insulting over 1 billion people, talking so badly about someone who's supposedly your fan. Now listen, I get making fun of people.
How would you guys feel if I ranted about you in a very effed up way? Like, that wouldn't be cool, would it? No, it wouldn't be. No. Yeah, creepers of all origins, guys. Female and male. There are some female creepers out there. Please be careful. Don't be deceived. Please be careful online. It says Brown Dwarf says, creeping gnomes afoot? I think just online. Have any, okay, my men in chat. There's a large percentage of males in my community. Regardless of the origin, if she talked about you, let's say she's your favorite Oshi. We'll just exemplify the situation. If she talked really badly about you, used your username, it went viral, how would you feel mentally? Let's skip the whole description of origin and just... basically, if someone talked this badly about you publicly, shamelessly, how would that feel? I gotta know from a man's perspective. Because... the username Epic's not gonna come out and be like, it was me she was talking about, because he's a little bit more than just burned, guys. She crispied him. Nature Green says, the Himalayan mountains are actually undivided by 2 tectonic plates. Ooh, that's a good fun fact. Thank you, Nature Green. Psycho says, I would probably just not be online for a while. Yeah, that bird. Crispy bacon style you? Sizzle McGrizzle? If my favorite Oshi was like, oh yeah, this person, bleep, 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 I'd be like, oh great. You're not my Oshi anymore. My membership subscription gone. I'd be like, support you, gone. I'm like, okay. But then you also have to take an account for his actions too. Because she didn't just react that way because he simply existed. They had social interactions. He probably had said comments and said things that made her uncomfortable. So her voicing this feelings out, it came from a place of accumulated thoughts and emotions. Like this, she didn't just randomly look at a guy and think, oh my gosh, he's stinky. He's nasty. Ew. Stinky man. Ew. No, it didn't come out from nowhere. It came from socializing with him. All she had to do was block him. The money's not worth it if he makes you uncomfortable. Or she. What if the plot twist is that Epic's a woman? What if, guys? Unless they did video calls. Who does a video call with someone that makes you uncomfortable? That's why I won't do that with you guys. That's why Discord is simply just text communication. I think we need to go to calls. I don't need somebody whacking their Twinkie while I'm talking to them. That's why I'm hesitant. Or a woman flicking her Twinkie while I talk to them. Like, you don't know. Women swing both ways nowadays. It'd be like, really? For real? You never hear that, though. What if that came up? What if Muujin covered something like, she flicked her Twinkie on a Discord call? It's like, who, why, when, what, where? What would the world's reaction be? It's like, dang, women are doing it too? Equality? Question mark? Women do that too? Huh? It's like, I don't know. I guess so, guys. Just hasn't been recorded. Then it's gonna be like this long Google Doc of she and her Twinkie without my consent. Crazy. Trouble's afoot, I see. On the internet, they've gone bonkers. I mean, if guys do it, you really don't think women out there be creeping and doing it too? I'm just telling you. The guy peacefully says, that's wild. Yeah, it's like, huh? Huh? Yes, fellow men. Yes, fellow carrot buddies. Women flick their Twinkies. It is a fun fact you've never heard before, but now heard from a said woman. They do, guys. And they got toys too. Yeah. You got your anime plushie waifus? They got other things. Sayuga says, yeah, I say just do what you feel comfortable with. No need to try to please everybody. Exactly. See, this is why you guys are my carrot buddies. I need to continue cultivating buddies who are level-headed. You know, some communities are either a hard left and a hard right. I want you guys dead middle and center. So you can keep me, you know, rational. I need this rational kind of thinking, guys. I need show in my life. Lynxie says, dang, you never know what they're doing? Yeah, it's gonna be like, this VTuber had flicked her Twinkie on a video call, and she didn't get my consent. That's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, guys. And Muujin's gonna cover it, and we're gonna watch it. Evie says, I got Vtuber obsessed with me already. For real? Oh, Evie, no! Be careful, stay away from people who are minors. Stay away, Evie, you're a man. They'll come for you, Evie, no! Saiga says, I'm Mitt. Brown Dwarf says, Dwarf Head is, subterranean. Yes, my level-headed buddies, I need you. And sometimes your little rants too, Nature Green. I need that too. I need both. I need all sets of, perspectives. Even when you're ranting about something you don't like. But remember, take a breather. Take a breather, guy. Gal, lady, man. Fish person, horse person. Lexi says, imagine if it happens. I'm gonna laugh so hard, it would be world record. Guys, I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for it! It's like, watch out, women out there flicking Twinkies on a Discord call without consent. If it happens to a man, remember, equality. It'll happen to you. Don't do it. I don't know, is it more obvious? Is it less obvious? There's nothing to compare it to. I'm just waiting, like, crickets chirping. I'm waiting! Which one of you is gonna goon so hard that you go public? Eva says the Vtuber is on Browsely. Browsely? Julian says, okay, instead of talking about people flicking their Twinkies, how about we talk about bombsicles? What's that? Lynxie says, Twinkie! Yeah, they're Twinkies. Because what's inside of a Twinkie? Cream. And what happens when you squeeze a Twinkie? Cream. That's why I call it a Twinkie. Them, sharing Twinkies and stuff. the creamies and stuff. Alright, proceed, Twisty. You know, does she still talk to that person that outed her? I wouldn't. It'd be like, oh my gosh, this is high school all over again for me. I shared personal stuff with you, and then you twisted it and used it against me. Then I come out with an apology about information that should have went public. You know? Yeah, I would end friendship with that person immediately. It's like, no, you humiliated me online. Sure, I said some barbaric things, kind of thing. Yeah, if I was in her position. I'd be like, I actually told you this in confidence, not to be public. But thanks, in quotation, friend. Backstabber. Yeah. Witch hunter. I bet you the person that outed Twisty has a lot of skeletons in their closet. So they're like, instead of me going public, let me make Twisty go public. Watch, that's a plot twist in this event. That person on the video call is gonna get outed for something they've done. Cause, you know, karma kind of thing. Yeah. Yeah, it happens, guys. You bully people? You, take advantage of someone's trust in your friendship by outing them in a Discord call? It's like, don't be surprised if the people you hang out with are gonna do that to you. They're like, oh, this is the kind of person you are. I see what you did to Twisty over there. Yeah, the whole world knows now. Yeah. Would you trust that person afterwards? I gotta ask you guys. I need to hear your perspective. If you were Twisty, and you said some ballistic things, rude, racist things on a Discord call, would you trust the same person again? You know, knowing it was them. There were like 3 people on that call. I actually have a lot of mad respect for you, Twisty. I know you go by a different name. Sorry, I have to wait till the end to actually get your current. She has a different private channel here. It's at the end. Here it is.
Pretty well, at least. She went live as I guess all these things are truly negligible because over the last year, any color stock has doubled. I wish I was kidding. I don't know what the hell's going on in the Japanese stock market, but it's almost doubled. But while the CEO is indeed richer from this, his aspirations of becoming an international company are pretty much flushed down the toilet. I mean, it's really funny to me. They were hoping that the heat from 𝑯𝑐𝑰𝑑's video about Aster would die down by the time they reach his 3rd anniversary. But due to what happened with Twisty, it just got freshly reignited, and I don't think he's going live again anytime soon. But hey, Twisty seems to be doing pretty well at least. She went live as recently as June 18th and continues to go live almost every single day. It seems that she's finally been released from the clutches of Nijisanji and can go back to streaming on her past life account.
You know what? There's no made mention. If she went, I'm sorry, I don't. Is it Karuva VTuber? Karuva VTuber? Karu VTuber, I think. No, I don't know. Nope. Or is it Delulu? Oh, it's Delulu! Delulu! You know what? I have mad respect for you. You didn't out your friend, or maybe still current friend, who shared that call. Mad respect for you. You just moved on. I do. Out of everything, even if what you said was your honest feelings, of course you did your apology, you impress me. You do. After all of that mouthwash, you still came out and were like, F it. I'm gonna go pursue my dreams. I'm not a perfect human being. I wish you nothing but a successful future. I know what you said, it was horrible, and you did your apology. That's between you and those people, you know what I mean? But, yeah, I do. I'm gonna just be honest. Not a lot of people are saying that. They're all like, oh, you're a horrible person, blah, blah, blah. No, you're human. You're gonna feel things, buddies. You're gonna feel things. You're human. You have your little tangents with me in chat. You just go on your little rants too. That's okay. You're gonna feel, man. You're gonna feel, like things, dislike things. It's just different when somebody publicly displays it for everybody to see. Yeah, I've been publicly displayed before. I shared that story with you, so yeah. You just live and learn. That kind of thing. And she's cute! Wait, which one? No, this one. And she's cute! She looks like from No Game, No Life, the little sister. Saiko says, that's cool. Linksy says, it's all online with his YouTuber friend. Nature Green says, I mean, negative feelings against, I mean, if you feel that way, that's you, Nature Green. I won't read it, because I try staying away from political topics. If that's your thing, that's your thing. You're just not in my chat. I have rules. Go read the regulations. Yeah, because those are heavy topics that can kill a mood vibe, man. Unless your channel's dedicated to it. Like, Muujin is dedicated to drama, Google Docs, people's history online, dating, beating Twinkies. Lynx says, a horrible person I knew exposed himself, toxic behavior. I don't know what he's doing right now. That's what I'm saying. It's just, you don't want that to become your brand. If you give off this, just that, you know, if you do it too often, you know what I'm saying? It becomes your brand. That's why I stay away from politics, because then that's what people come to you for. That's what they subscribe for. We kind of just do a bit of everything. I'm okay with you guys venting, but then I cap it. I won't read all of it either, because those are your feelings, not mine. If I read it, then it sounds like I'm giving more of a voice to you than you already have. You have a voice. You texting in chat right now, that's your voice. You don't need me to read it for it to have meaning. You expressed it, you thought about it before you clicked send. Or sometimes you half ace it and then you send it. But still, those are your feelings. That's raw. That's you. Remember, that's you. Those are your feelings. But it doesn't have to be you forever. You like things one day, you don't like it the next day. Julian says, it's a popsicle and it's absolutely fire. Like peacefully says lol. Lynx says, I'm waiting for that to happen. The Twinkie? Yeah, I'm waiting! I'm waiting, Muujin. I'm waiting for somebody to come out and be like, look guys, here's the juice. Here's the good stuff. It's like, wow. I wasn't anticipating this event to happen at all. The tables are turned. Now it's women. It's not a man being a creeper, it's a woman. Be careful about who you talk to, guys. Make sure they're all adults. If you're an adult, you gotta talk to adults. Yes. Save yourself the pain and, the betrayal. Alexa says, how are you? I'm doing well. Alexa says, sadly, the crazy guy will sadly never change. Continue to do what he does. He'll never learn. He's wrecked. Aw. Well, it's kind of a live and learn kind of thing. And also, who you hang out with affects what you think, how you feel. Different environments you expose yourself to, the people, what they talk about, what they believe in. Be careful who you hang out with. I was gonna say two sentences in one. Sorry. I was gonna say be careful who you hang around with, but also be careful who you hang out with. Those are two different things. Hanging out with someone is deliberately choosing to be to go to, like, oh, let's go to McDonald's, or let's go to the mall, let's go to Hot Topic, just random things. Oh, let's go to the anime convention. And then to hang around with somebody is kind of like, it sounds like more of a group thing. Hang out with is a one-on-one. Hang around with could be more than one, if that makes sense. It really could be. Or if you think of it as both, then that's fine too. Ninja Green says, I don't have concrete feelings about that. No, that's okay. I wouldn't either. Psycho says 9:43, by the way, just in case. Oh, thank you. I have my computer set to nightlight, so that way when I'm capping at 10 p.m., the screens turn like yellow, and it's supposed to deter me from being online for too long. I really like talking with you guys. It's okay to have an opinion. It's okay if your opinion doesn't match other people. There's a lot of different opinions out there. People have a lot to say on this. Honestly, you apologized. You moved on. I'm actually happy for you. I'm sorry about Niji-sanji's experience. I'm sorry about your betrayal. Nobody's saying that either. I could say I'm sorry even though I didn't do it. It's like someone saying, like, you know, my condolences to your career and that it was set up to fail from the very beginning. You didn't know. You trusted a talent agency. You had some friends that weren't really your friends. And you have things you like. She wanted to be a lolly VTuber. She expressed that at some point here. If that's what you like, that's what you like, you know? Rep says Desu. Even, I really like what he has to say. These are fictional characters. And they're petite. They're fictional characters with petite body builds, you know? Now there are some characters that are like, okay, hold on a second. If that character is defined in the story as an 8-year-old, that's an 8-year-old character. But still, I get it. It's a lot of touchy subject. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see, where did you say it? Oh, she starts talking about that. Where is it? Where is it?
Many was the final nail in the coffin. Watch.
I think it's cute. Well, your legs are really long though.
They're so, it doesn't make sense because the upper like half of my body is so compact, and then you just have the longest legs on the planet. Like, it just doesn't make any sense.
They kind of look like me. Cause I have like the. Remember like the raccoon wanted me to have like.
Oh yeah, he wanted you to have long, sexy legs.
Yeah, but I think I like you.
It's literally only because their audience are all Twitter trends, and they don't want to piss them off, which is weird because none of those people watch me anyways. So why should I care about like them being pissed off? Like, it's so stupid.
Why should they care about you being pissed off?
Then why'd they hire me?
For fun.
Like, maybe they could have looked into the future and like realized that the girl who talked about wanting to be a lolly wanted to be a lolly. I don't know. Yeah, that just kind of seems weird to me.
I feel like it's pretty obvious that they knew that based on what they were talking to you about.
And I mean, if you have a preference for what kind of model you want, that's her investment too. But it was also the company giving her the model and investing in her. So it's very different. But in the end, it worked out. I like how I skip everything. You know, like, happy ending. She's alive. People are still alive. Yeah, people are moving on, pretty much. I feel like so many people have already reviewed this, and now I'm reviewing it, and I'm just like, stop the end! And I'm like anticipating some new stories to come out eventually. Yeah, hopefully everyone lives. This is a happy ending, guys. Everyone lived. Everyone's alive. Hopefully. Brown Dwarf says Dwarf brand is treasure. Dwarf is dedicated to treasure! Oh, Brown Dwarf, I love your treasures. If you guys don't know, we have a Discord where you guys can send photos of cool, interesting things you have. Knickknacks, items from yard sales, or things you bought or purchased. We have that. But remember to check community guidelines. Don't send any pictures. If you send any naughty pictures, you will be banned permanently. The end. Ninja Green says, let's see. Looks like Peacefully says, yeah, Circus is talking is nice, and it's nice to know others. Yes. So even if we don't, if you like politics and you have a content dedicated to politics, cool. That's good. Good for you. You're diversifying the entertainment sphere. Good. Yeah, if it's not something I do, that's fine too. And I want you guys to remember, there's a common ground of coexisting. Always coexist, even with people that don't agree with you on everything. You don't agree with me on everything? You have a different take to this? What happened? That's fine too. Accountability is also good too. She did take accountability. Let's see. Here it is. I wanna make sure you guys, if you're watching it with me, at least the fine points, because we're running out of time.
She actually didn't take any breaks and would continue streaming on her PL account. At some point in her chat, she said, "It's okay, I'm retiring soon. We don't need intros or outros. We will be ASMR only. Nothing matters but ASMR." So people were thinking, oh wait, is she actually officially leaving Nijisanji now? But before they could answer that question or finish theorizing, a second black background stream had hit the Niji Towers. This is in reference to the first black background stream that was done during the Selen controversy that proved to be catastrophic for the company's reputation. This time though, it was Twisty on her PL account, live streaming for 30 minutes in a stream titled A Sincere Apology and My Truth, currently sitting at almost 100,000 views. Now look, I know the video's long, don't worry, I wrote down the most important aspects of it. It wasn't an easy watch. She's speaking in her lolly voice and she's whispering to the microphone. This might as well be renamed to Indian Hating Girlfriend Apology ASMR or something. But deep in this apology, you will find a 1-minute clip of her confronting Astro Arcadia in a voice call, with him clearly replying to her with his voice. And of course, I'll make you listen to that. But before we get to that, what was the whole point of this video? Well, I'll tell you, but first I want you to listen to this 5-second clip because this is how she sounds like for the entirety of these 30 minutes.
Coming from someone who said all of that disgusting stuff, and I don't know, I guess.
Yeah, no, you're not crazy. It actually does sound that low. And
some people have a thing for softer voices. Some people have a thing for deeper voices. There's a trade to it all. Articulate your voice however you want. I get it though. I'd be talking in a deep voice. This is an announcement from Sprinkles in a deep voice. Yeah, I would do something like that maybe. It's like, oh, you don't like this voice? You don't like this voice here? It bothers you? Aww. Do you like this voice better? You like grandpa voice? Sure, maybe. But no, 37 minutes, mine would be like, it's like 5 minutes maybe. Summarize something, like an important announcement, like, oh, I'm going to the beach, guys. Nah, I just text it to you. Be like, here's a post. Ba-doop. I don't think going on holiday is gonna be a 5-minute video. When it could just be like a 5-minute read on a text or something post. Psychic says, even if you don't agree, yeah, it's like, that's your life. Those are your opinions, those are your feelings. You're a person. You're gonna think differently. Your environment, your upbringing, beliefs, backgrounds, values, morals, we're different. We're not identical twins! Even if we were identical twins, you know, somewhere out there, they don't think or feel the same. They don't have the same interest. That's what makes a community a good community. Is that you're from everywhere, all over the world, different lives. You watch me at different times. You watch my VODs. Yeah, it's okay, guys. I mean, if you want to share how you feel, just know that like me sharing how I feel, it'd be like, yeah, I did rant about how mad I was about the fox lady dying. Yeah, I do think it's murder. Yes, I do think the family needs to grieve. Yeah, I would like to send her flowers. I put it into perspective that it could be like someone I care about, and that did fluff my fur, guys. Since I'm a fox roleplay here, it ruffled my fur. I was angry, but yeah, the family needs time offline and to grieve and stuff. They need their privacy. Yeah, so it's like, yeah, it's nice you want to send them flowers, but they still need their time to just kind of like work through it. Also, you know, it changes a lot financially. Their daughter now doesn't have a mom, probably has the grandparents, hopefully. There's a lot of factors in there. Yes, it was public, and yes, it made more sense for him to do it because that is their daughter, that is his wife, you know? It just makes a lot more sense. If it was me, everyone has their own preferences. There's no right or wrong there. If someone you love passes away, there's no right or wrong on how to address it to the public. If it's gonna go viral, it was better for him to address it, you know? It really is. I'm sure there's a lot more they could have shared, but it's not for us to know. The less we know, the better. Honestly, something we don't know how it happened or when it happened, but that it happened. Rest in peace, beautiful fox lady. It's the Psycho says talking is nice, and it's nice to know others, even if you don't agree. Christian says you have sympathy and empathy, Sprinkles. Honestly, yes. There's a lot of people who would have been like, oh, you know, like, oh, how sad, boo-hoo, and no emotion. I think it's better to feel than to feel nothing. Feeling is everything. Tasting, touching, your senses. Yeah, it's not... Life isn't worth living if you can't feel, guys. There wouldn't be art. There wouldn't be singing, dancing. Because all of that has feeling in it. And people love art because those are emotions being scattered and expressed on a blank canvas. Those are your thoughts and your feelings, your worries, your obsessions. Vincent van Gogh, anybody? Slicing off his ear? Falling in love with a street walker? With the lady of the night? Yeah, he fell in love with her. And he went crazy bananas for her. Some of his art was actually inspired from his obsession over this night woman, this night walker, a street lady who made some money. She was really young too. I think she was like 15, 16, 14 when she started her gig as a female entertainer, you know, of a man's fantasy. Technically, that's what it is. It's your fantasy coming to life and you're paying her for it. Pay the woman! She's earned it! That's especially if that's their way of living. Of course, we'll never really ever get her input because she's dead. It's been like, what, hundreds of years since Vincent van Gogh was around? Yeah, she definitely did. Christian says, you have, Psycho says, empathy is feeling for everybody, right? Empathy and sympathize. I think sympathy is to sympathize with how they feel, but having not experienced it yourself. And I think empathy is empathizing with how they feel, having experienced it. There's one of the two. I think I might have gotten them switched. Nature Green says, I mean, you know my thoughts about... I know, Nature Green. I do know. And my model's so cute, I wonder why you're here sometimes. I'm like, I'm cute and I have no boobs, IRL. PP Slayer's a good example too. Her model, she's also been bombarded with like rude comments online. Because she doesn't have large breasts. She has breasts, they're just not prominent. And that's okay, I don't have prominent boobs either. In IRL, they'd be like, huh? Where are they? I just don't got him, guys. I don't got him, I'm sorry. I have everything else. My other parts are working just normal. The doctor gives me a health update every year. I'm functioning normal. And some guys don't really care. They're like, breasts are breasts. But, and sorry, Noodles, she has itchies. She likes to scratch her ear so hard that she does little choo-choo train noises. Yeah. I'll give her another bath. Yeah, it's getting late too. Julian says, I'm making the facility name tag from the Baldi's Basic Plus. No! Nature Grace says, yes, Sprinkles, exactly. All friends here. Psycho says, Mugen has dedicated, is very dedicated. You can't say he doesn't. Dedication? His dedication, yes. It's like Peacefully says, your life and the way you live, we don't judge, yeah. Guys, no, there's no judgment here. Just some community guidelines. Yeah, there's community guidelines for a reason. It's for your safety, my safety. Don't share anything about where you live, how, not specifications on your IRL name. Anything that could end up doxing you, please don't provide. I will delete it. Eva says, when you're mole. What's that mean? Psycho says, who really cares about that? Yeah, your life is your life. I don't have any judgment for you. Oh yeah, I forgot this important part. Sorry, guys. I love chatting with you. Sorry, I got lost in talking with you. I'm so glad you guys are chatty today. I love this. I need this. Don't have me sit here talking to myself. Share your thoughts, perspectives. Don't be shy. Don't be scared. Don't be scared of Sprinkles. I don't judge. That's your life, man. That's how you were raised. I just realized my hands are pink, but my skin is green.
Anyway, she starts off the video reiterating the fact that she is a changed person, guys. That she now realizes the gravity of her mistakes, etc, etc. And then she gets into the juicy stuff, detailing her experience with Nijisanji. She says that Nijisanji had presented itself as a dream opportunity, but ended up being a nightmare. Unclear communication, delays, toxicity, and unprofessionalism. For the first 8 months, she had no steady income whatsoever because most of it was going towards the debt she had with Nijisanji. And to illustrate the toxicity, she gives us an example. She thought she had a friend within the company, showed them her new outfit that she was going to announce to everyone, and then that supposed friend shared her outfit 10 minutes before the stream in which...
Guys, if that's the same friend who added her on Discord, I get it. Maybe they're like, I'm gonna seek vengeance. My friend's a racist, blah, blah, blah. I mean, that's a tip you have with your friend, personally. Not a tip they have with the world. You know? I get it. Yeah. There's a lot of people out there who have those thoughts too. You know what I'm saying? They do. Didn't have to go public. But if she's still friends with that person... hey, that's your life. You want to still be friends with the person who outed you? Okay. But just know it probably will happen again. And to save yourself some face and emotional hardship and paranoia, you know, maybe consider taking some time away from the said person. Yeah, don't do that to yourself, guys. If I was your mom, or your sister, or a relative, you know, or just me, I'm just be Sprinkles. Yeah, if someone shares this kind of information online to humiliate you, that's exactly what it is. It's front row and center. Look, guys, look at their flaws. Look at all their things that, you should hate about them too, you know? Witch hunts and stuff. I'm trying to be very relaxed about it. Don't want to give any implications, but yeah, no. So you said stole someone's hands. Can't believe it. Oh, yes, I did. I stole their hands. It's mine now.
She actually reveals the outfit for the first time, completely ruining the surprise. I mean, at this point, pick. You want to work in the North Korean government or Nijisanji? It's practically the same thing. She then says, on July 2024, she contacted Nijisanji management to let them know about a VTuber who has a history of preying on new hires, especially women. She was told no action would be taken, and that apparently such incidents have been brought up before multiple times involving that same VTuber. She wasn't the first one, and it seemed like she wasn't going to be the last at all. Management then made sure to specify never speak to anyone about this again. So her and a bunch of other coworkers who went through the same thing with Astro Arcadia got together and pleaded to management for them to take this seriously. Unfortunately though, it didn't do anything. Management was still doubling down and saying, nope, we can't do anything about this. Don't mention this again. She then talks about the false ID video. On November 2024, her supposed friend leaks many of her messages on 4chan, but nothing really happens to her until these videos start coming out. This is when 𝑛IJI-Sanji would instruct her to take a break from her work, and an internal investigation began. According to her, 80% of the conversations with investigators were her explaining VTuber culture, how VTubers worked, and what this industry was about. And only 20% were her explaining her relationship with Aster and how he was harassing her and other women. When the call was done, the investigation team said they would follow up afterwards, and they never did. To this day, Twisty is convinced no real investigation ever took place inside 𝑛IJI-Sanji. She even revealed something for the first time that we'd never heard of prior, which is the fact that 𝑛IJI-Sanji at some point wanted to settle with her. They wanted to pay her an amount of money to shut her up, but she refused. If true, this is them pretty much admitting their guilt. Then she starts talking about Aster. She said he was very friendly initially and they played games. He kept pushing her to play with him, and even though she didn't want to, she agreed because she wanted to have a good relationship with all of her coworkers. That's according to her. But then over time, his behavior towards her started to shift. He started calling her way more often, making flirty comments about her appearance and her voice. He would even start asking her to say sentences or specific phrases in her voice because he thought it was cute. He'd even bring up the topic of her ASMR videos in a way that made her uncomfortable. And then according to her, his attitude would shift even further. He would start to put her down, calling her mentally disabled or saying that she had Tourette's, repeatedly saying that she's not normal, and would even claim at some point that others at work, her coworkers, the other VTubers at 𝑛IJI-Sanji, were uncomfortable around her. She says that later on, she found out from one of those coworkers that Aster was talking about that this was untrue and that this was only a part of his manipulation tactics. Aster would keep escalating this behavior and then would suggest that he and Twisty should meet up in Japan. She explained to him that she's very anxious socially and wouldn't be comfortable. He kept pushing and he didn't believe her, adding things like, hey, what if we were in Japan but together? She would keep saying no repeatedly. He would keep asking, this time in a flirty way, and would say things like, what if we held hands? To which he said no. What if we hugged? To which he said no, and would even go as far as saying, what if we stayed in your hotel room together? To which again, she said no. So zero respect of boundaries. Now here's where...
Guys, fellow men, whether it be a woman or whether it be female or a male, doesn't matter. If someone wanted you to be flied over to their country to join them in a hotel room, what is your honest response? But let's say you guys are developing a connection. Would you just go? I feel like if it was two girls talking, it'd be a totally different situation where she's like, I want to fly you over to California to hang out with me. You said you'd never been. Then it's a whole nother tone to the story. It's like, oh, it's two girls becoming friends, two women becoming friends, you know? I don't know why we tend to say girls or boys when it's like a grown man and a grown woman. You know, I think we just tend to. You know, like my girl, my dude. But it's like a it's like a 30 or 40-year-old man, a 30 or 40-year-old woman, but we're still calling them girl. Yo, girl, set lady. Live like peacefully says, nah. But for real, they're like, I want you to come join me in Cali. California's pretty cool. I like it over there, but I can't live over there. It's too expensive. Julian says, yo, I think he's trying to be freaky. Sayiko says, no, maybe to hang out, but not sleeping in the same room. Boundaries, guys. I'm glad you guys have good heads on your shoulders. Even if it was like some like online attractive woman profile where she's like, come hang out with me in my hotel room, you know? Come be with me. Winky winky, twinky twinky. Nature Green says, I've thought of that. I've been messaging women overseas on a dating app for that. Nature Green! Well, at least you have the confidence to share that. There's nothing wrong with dating. Especially dating overseas and you live in different locations. That's perfectly natural too. In this day and age with technology, you can do that. Brown Dwarf says, does far away last have? Yeah, what if they live far away? Nature Green says, I like your streams. Thank you, Nature Green. I try, man. Yeah, I try my best. I try to be level-headed. All opinions and perspectives matter. It's just how you act on them. Yeah, you can feel however you want. It's your life. Brown Dwarf, witch hunt? Better not be dwarf hunt. Not the dwarves! They're adorable! Leave them alone! Brown Dwarf says, does Faraway Lass have treasure? Ooh. Nature Green says, my Valentine this year is from Finland. Oh, that's cute. Congratulations. On similar. Christian says, caution. Yeah, just be careful. I don't, you know, be careful online. I don't want you flying over to meet a hot, sexy woman and then turn out to be like a hot, sexy woman who tricks men into seeing them only to have you beaten up and, have all your money stolen from your wallet. There's a show, I think it's called, oh, I can't believe I forgot. It's called Taxi Driver. It's called Taxi, and it's an anime with animal people because the main character has a mental disorder. I don't know why they call them disorders. I guess because it just makes more sense. It's a disorder because it's not within the order of, you know, typical health, of regulated health, normal, average health maybe, so they call it disorder, disoriented. Anyway, so he has a disorder that has him see people as animals. So there's a girl who's a part of an idol group, but on the side, she has a side hustle where she talks to older men at bars, encourages them to become her boyfriend, she scams them of their money, has them beaten up and by the bodyguards, because this is a shady business. This idol group is shady. They're like, oh, you want to become an awesome singing idol? Well, guess what? You have to do our dirty work. We need you to get some money from these old geezers at the bar. And they get blackmailed. And so she tricks them into going to a construction site. And you just see an old man getting beat up by some big dudes, broad dudes. They're all animals because the main character has a disorder. So it's almost like watching a realistic, a slice of life of like Beastars, but like more with adults. It's not like high schoolers or with college kind of romance. It's more of like, oh no, like real life events that could happen. Yeah, just be careful, guys. My long explanation for Taxi Driver. Such a good story. I know some people are like, ew, animal people. It's a cartoon. Barney, guys. Do you feel, ew, it's Barney, a purple dinosaur, ew. It's a fictional character. But okay. Alas, you miss out on such a great story. It's good. In the end, he's cured, by the way. He's cured of his illness, and you see the people for how they really look like. It stemmed from his trauma from childhood when his mom drove his whole entire family off a bridge. He was the only remaining survivor. He had an odd obsession with walruses, so when he woke up in the hospital, he saw everybody as animals because that was his only way of coping with the event of like drowning and dying, almost dying in a car. It's a really good series. So good. Taxi Driver. So he's this taxi driver and he sees himself as a walrus. So when he describes people, he describes them as animals. It's crazy. What this is Barney? It's gross. Ew, purple dinosaur. Nah, Barney, you cool, Barney. I couldn't watch it though. What about Arthur? Ew, Arthur and Aardvark. Nah, it's a good show. I'm just making fun of people who are like, oh, animal creatures. But you have like PBS Kids, you know, come out with Muppets and stuff. Miss Piggy and Kermit. I'm just saying. Okay, proceed.
Things get very weird. According to her, at some point, Nijisanji management told her that they needed her for an event in Japan, saying that they didn't have enough talent. They simply didn't have enough people showing up. She considered going, but was financially unable since they weren't going to pay for her ticket. Amazing company, I know. But now, as she looks back towards this, she thinks that there was an ulterior motive because it turns out that they did indeed have enough people for the event. So they lied to her. So I guess this is her implying that maybe Aster had a hand in this, wanting her to come to Japan so that he can, you know, meet up with her against her will. She then says that he did this exact same thing with others. This would be his methodology. Targeting new hires, new VTubers that just joined that would fangirl over him, be exceedingly friendly with them, isolate them, and then propose to them, hey, want to fly out to Japan? Want to meet up? Knowing very well that they're probably broke and can't afford to go to Japan but really want to. In the initial leaked messages and in False ID's video, to Twisty, Aster truly crossed the line when he got in a call with a non-VTuber friend of hers that was a very big fan of Nijisanji and a big fan of Aster and tried to pull the same thing on her, saying, hey, you should come to Japan, let's meet up. This is when Twisty would get in a call with Aster and would confront him about his behavior, specifically about telling a lot of girls, hey, I'll fly you to Japan. This happens in her apology video at the 24-minute, 13-second mark. Watch.
I feel like it's kind of weird when you offer to fly girls out. Just in general. I'm getting a call.
In general?
Might be famous. I don't know, but don't you think
But it was like a half joke.
I mean, you can't really half joke saying, I'm gonna fly you to Japan, come stay in my hotel. That's not really a joke. Like, I feel like there are some things you should and should not say to someone who is like, because like, she is a really big fan of 𝑛ichi-sanji. You're on your Liver account. I feel like it's very awkward for her when you're saying, like, even if it's a joke, which I don't think it is. I don't think, like, you say my joke's like unhinged or whatever, but you don't just say, I'm gonna fly you out and you can stay in my hotel room.
So this is it. There you have it. This is a clip in which Astro Arcadia is with Twisty in the same voice channel, and as she's confronting him about this, he's saying it's kind of a half joke, acknowledging that this actually did indeed happen. And I mean, yeah, of course, anything can be a half joke until the other person says yes, then it becomes reality. But it's definitely a very weird thing to say when someone is clearly a fan of your company, you're using your Astro Arcadia Discord account, and you tell them, hey, want to come to Japan and stay in the same hotel room as me? That's not a joke. Because someone like her is almost guaranteed to say yes. I mean, she's a fan. That's just so weird. And this is the person being protected by 𝑛ichi-sanji at all costs right now. She says the reason why she only included 60 seconds of this voice call is because the name of her friend as well as names of other people are mentioned, and she doesn't want to compromise them. She says that she went public with this because management would never acknowledge her. And that was pretty much an apology of 32 minutes in Lolly ASMR summed up. You're welcome. But it's not over yet because she included a pinned comment saying, 1. I have full receipts, I have Discord logs, I have messages to staff members and legal. I will not be sharing these. The full call will not be shared because it mentions who else was involved and I'm not okay with bringing somebody into things who is not comfortable speaking up. I cut the clip as it is to avoid any possible way of involving them because they are directly mentioned a few seconds after. 2. Quite frankly, I don't care if what I say upsets people. If I didn't regret my words, I just wouldn't apologize for them. I think a lot of people have the wrong idea about things and just automatically assume that apologizing is lost on a lot of people. And honestly, I agree. Forgiveness can be lost on people. No one should even be expected to forgive someone for anything in the first place. If you're apologizing to please people, is there any point? I think that I went too far and could have expressed myself in different ways, and that is all there is to it. But honestly, it has nothing to do with forgiveness from the types of people who will vilify and harass me, all while defending a genuine predator. This has always been a guilty until proven situation, and it will probably stay that way forever.
I think 𝑛ichi-sanji, with having her terminated, and then the guy who has a track record with other talents, you know, being creepy and such. I mean, can you imagine if it was in reverse, where the genders were in reverse? I think about that too. I feel like it wouldn't be talked about as much. It's easy to talk about a guy creeper versus a female creeper online. You don't hear those at all. Yeah, you don't. I mean, at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if there is at the company, but it's instead of it being like a male talent, it's a female talent. You just, people literally skim over it when it's obvious too. Somebody trying to be, you know, getting their DMs, asking for stuff. I think gunpei, yeah, definitely very predator-like. Definitely. Asking for pics and stuff, yeah. Yeah, annihilating your account because you were asking. She has files, guys. She has files. They say allegedly, but I mean, if there are people who came out and were like, "Look, I submitted it," and I'm like, "Oh, you know, proof there in your archives." Most definitely. Saiga says, "Hey, old buddies. Yes, thank you for the cookie talk." Saiga says, "Yeah, who knows? Oh, you guys are so brave. Thank you for being strong and sticking with me on this topic. I wanted to cover it at least." Have my little time with it too. Yeah, with you guys. Just know, whether it be an agency, a talent agency, a job, could be a school environment. In any environment, there's going to be somebody who's going to gain your trust and either exploit you in some manner or take advantage of that trust. It happens. This is another reminder that it can happen to anybody. It doesn't have to be some famous talent with 𝑛ichi-sanji or a girl that got outed for being a racist. It can happen. That's why I thought about covering it at least. It's another reminder. You don't know and it's not obvious. It's obvious because other people spoke up about it. There's a lot of people who are like, yeah, this, and that. got recordings of it. But not everybody has that kind of evidence. And it's a slow, gradual thing. As it explained, it took a few months for her to be like, oh, wait a minute, never mind. But like she was saying, the company treated her like she was the only one to take accountability. So she let her frustrations out. I mean, it's still, don't think it was the best way to express it, but it wasn't planned, you know? A PR disaster. She didn't plan to have that shared, but it was. You know, you have to constantly be on your toes, even with your friends online. Your online friends, be careful about what you say. This is another reminder. You don't think it applies to you because you're just another, you know, a person in the sea of other people, right? You're like one person in thousands or millions of other people in the world. But if it's recorded and that kind of thing, it could be used against you. So be conscious of who your friends are. Whether it be company related or personal life or online, just be careful, be safe online. If you have some unpopular comments or opinions, keep it to yourself. Unless you're willing to share it and, you know, be like, yeah, I feel that way. The end. Clap your hands together. The end. Live like peacefully, head pets. Thank you. Seiko says, I don't really get too friendly with people for months after knowing them. You know, being stuck at a talent company and them being your hope for a prime source of income, only for it to backfire, no support, because it goes into that. Go check out Moojin. Moojin, a round of applause for you. Thank you so much for making your content. I really enjoy it. I bring it to my community. You make really good points here. And yeah, Moojin kind of is like, you know, a very neutral standpoint. She took accountability, apologized. What she said, nobody... no. Yeah, what she said... no. That's all I gotta say. I'm sure you heard enough from other people. But yeah, and present day, go check her out if you're interested in her. If you align with her values and morals. And she did apologize. And you know what? You don't need to apologize to me. I don't even know you. I just want to make that, like, confirm that. There. I don't know you. I wish you the best. Sorry this was disastrous. And that you experienced some crazy shenanigans at your company that, you know, violated your boundaries. And also that, you know, figuring out your friendships. You did a lot of people a good favor, though. You set an example about, like, hey, this could happen to you. It happened to me,
It's
kind of
time to
experience.
raid.
Oh, thank you! Husky Hito, thank you for raiding me with 2 people. Thank you! I haven't heard my voice recording in so long. I recorded that like 3 years ago. Thank you. Yes, guys. I have no judgment for you. Aster, though? Aster? Where'd he go? I like how they really present her out here, but where he at? Where he at, Moojin? There he is. You know, I don't know you personally, but there's a lot of allegations. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll let you guys have your own opinions about this event. That's why I wanted to talk about it. I was like, I can watch this video as many times as I want, but I have no one to talk about it with. What better yet, your community, right? So what are your opinions about this? Yeah. I don't got any... Yeah, I don't know him. I don't know him. I don't know you. I don't know... I don't know... you? I don't know you guys personally. Wish you all the best, though. I mean... I'm sure he's a attractive guy, right? Who can get his Twinkie somewhere, right? I'm sure, externally. Yeah, never go to your job thinking you can get a hot date. He's going about it the wrong way. If you want to date a woman, don't do it through your agency. I mean, that could be one thing he could do, right? Here you have her apologizing. You have her apologizing. I think some people actually hated her apology because they liked all the rude things she said at the end. Yeah, some people really liked what she had to say. And then some people didn't like that she apologized. You can't please anybody on the internet. Just say what you want, how you feel, as long as you're being as conscious as possible about what you're saying. I do rant. Yeah, streams are for ranting. Streaming is ranting sometimes. But yeah, Just, go out. Yeah, go out, meet some fine ladies in IRL. Take care of yourself. And, don't seek it internally. It won't work out. People will get fired. And Nietzsche will be mad. I'm sure there's consequences for him. We just don't see it. What did you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. What are your thoughts? That's what I'm here for. I'm here for you. I'm here to devour your thoughts and feelings. To devour it and talk about it. Christian says, I rage, you gotta try it sometimes, Sprinkles. I don't know how to do it. Yesterday I mailed something out and people were behind me, angry, looking at me as I was confused at mailing out a document. I was mailing out some documents and I thought to myself, why don't you help me? Nobody thinks like that anymore. It's like, oh, you're lost about how to use this machine, mailing at this postal service store? Let me help you, Sprinkles. No, they just stare at me and breathe down my neck like, you done yet? And I'm like, no, I can't figure out this machine. My first time mailing. They look at me and I'm like, Saiga says, lol, yeah. If you meet me in IRL and I'm confused and lost, which that's how I always look. I got big eyes, guys. I got big doll eyes. I do. I just got big doe eyes. I look like a lost deer in headlights 24/7. That's just my face. It is literally biologically my face. Big doe eyes. Look like a deer. It's like, huh? You lost, honey? Yeah, I'm lost. Can you help me? I don't know how this machine works. Can you help me? They're all staring at me, huffing and puffing, cussing at me. And I'm like, I don't know. You know how to use it? Help me then. You want me to get through this line much faster? Help me. Like, if you see somebody confused, ask them. I double dog dare you. Be like, hey, ma'am, sir, do you need help? Don't be surprised if they look at you and say, yeah, can you help me with this? I don't know how to fill out this digital form. Don't be surprised. At least offer. Don't just stare at me. Like, gosh. Like, I dare you all to do that. If you see somebody squinting their eyes at the screen, like, I can't read what this is saying. There's like a whole line behind you, like 10 people. I had that yesterday. I was like, just help me. God darn it. Help me! I need help! Husky Hito says, I'm trying to help the Fox Lady. Christian says, I should have brought it up during the collab. You should have, Christian. Ah! It's okay. Christian says, I think Husky Hito can help. Brown Dwarf says, meet ladies, but why? For love. This Heikalo. Thank you, Husky Hito, for raids. No, it's okay. Any raid is accepted. We're gonna end up here. Go check him out. Go check out Muujin. Show him some love. Another round of applause. I wish everybody involved the best. I don't know them personally. I didn't have any negative things to say. Yeah, go check them out. Go check them out to see for yourself. Get your own personal opinion. If you have any personal opinions about reacting to this with me, let me know in the comments down below. All are welcomed. I will have no judgment. That's your opinion, your feelings. Yeah, that's how the world goes around. Yeah. Without opinions and separate ideas, this world would not be functional. We would be working in unison, saying, hello, hello. I gotta bring that up again. Thank you, Muujin. Go check him out. Subscribe. Motherfudger, subscribe. Okay, we're gonna go back to the hello, Medica. I gotta end with that. I can't. I love that. It's inside my brain, guys. It won't leave. It won't leave. Goodbye, America. Goodbye. Thank you for listening to me and hanging out and conversating. No judgment for anybody. Good luck, Nietzsche. Wish everyone the best. Learning experience. Know your friends. Know the people you hang out with. Yeah, guys. Goodbye. Peace and love. Goodbye. Take care of yourself. Stay safe out there. Stay away from creepers. Creepers are, you know, they're of all origins, not specifically just one. I'm glad we skimmed through it. I was like, I've been listening to people all day. I got some things to say. Hand me that mic. Hand it over. My turn. My turn. Randor says, Saigo says, can't predict Sprinkles' hair color. Yeah. I'm the rainbow. Sprinkles, eat the rainbow, become the rainbow. Randor says, sounds like gnome activity to dwarf. Hello, hello. Let's see. Goodbye, guys. Peace and love. I'll see you Thursday. We're gonna play Zenless Zone Zero. Hopefully my computer can handle the capacity. Goodbye!